Well, let's see how it goes as game one gets underway.
Yep, first kickoff of the game, 5 minutes on the clock, a potential 7 games to be played in tonight's first series. Let's see how far we will go if we're actually going to go to 7. Rapid with a chance to shoot on target, didn't quite get the shot mid-air in the way that he wanted to. Astro is going to stabilize the ball and trying to go for the goalie. Bumps Seabass is there for backup though and clears that ball off to the side. Miho plays it forward, bounces off the ceiling. Ian will be there to cover that one, loses out on the 50-50 though. Dap up in the air, he gets the backboard hit off. Good deflection to the corner by Astro, very important there as another player from LOL was ready in the midfield to try and convert that one.
Everybody just kind of feeling each other out, but RBG already looking pretty dangerous. And this doesn't really surprise me much. You know, I kind of expected LOL to just relax for a little bit and kind of gauge their opponents. They've never played against them before. You kind of have to do that. A Seabass on a big miss, Dapper will get the clear, and it's a
that's going to be an open net. Yep.
That's an open net indeed.
And LOL do score first blood just over a minute into the game.
But the aggression from RBG not paying off this time out, and the patience, that dogged determination to just defend the net pays off well there for LOL. The boys getting one on the board early.
Certainly, but RBG did have a big miss on that backboard. Could have turned it to a goal. Perfect setup. Seabass going to try to get that one on a downer angle, but doesn't quite get it. The clear is going to come out and cross the midfield line. Dapper in the corner. Good deflection into midfield. That's going to be on target, but Seabass in position. And LOL looking to keep the pace up as Miho carries the ball all the way into the opposing corner. A solid pinch clear from RBG. Pass into the midfield. Well saved by Dapper. It comes off of the ceiling, and Astro's going to try again. Will he get the double tap? Yes, he will. Puts it into the upper 90. Well done. Tied game.
Nice little stop here by Dapper, but it's just goes straight up, unfortunately. And Miho, that's a hard one to read from inside the net. Astro right there. Got to give him credit for the mechanics on that play. That one will put them on the board. RBG starting to put things together.
Yep. Response didn't take quite as long as LOL would have hoped. So we are tied at Snake Eyes. Seabass getting that one past Astro, winning out the 50-50 as well. Midfield scuffle. Ends with the ball in the corner. Good pass from Seabass. Back pass into the midfield. Dapper is waiting, has to put it back into the corner. Not a good angle for a shot. It's going to get cleared wide. And Ayan goes for the angle from the corner. Saw the opportunity and took it.
Aeon bringing out the flux on this one. What a heater. That angle is beautiful. Most players probably wouldn't even go for it at that point, but he saw the opening and it was going to be a tough one. Just putting it right in the center of the net is exactly what he needed to do in that situation. LOL find themselves down now as Astro goes for a shot.
Oh, just slightly wide. Would have been a good opportunity for a kickoff goal, but alas, it was not to be. We're nearing halftime. RBG going into this one with a 1-goal lead, but LOL have been looking dangerous. This setup for Seabass is caught by Ayan. Ball's on the sidelines right now. And to push it forward, double commits from LOL. They do get a fantastic pinch straight to the other side of the field. Miho with a backboard rebound. The Astro is going to come out early and contest that shot before it gets too dangerous. LOL still in ball control. Miho gets it past the defender. Rapid almost there for the save, but ultimately we're tied at 2.
I like this play here. Seabass didn't really have too much of a play on it, so he popped it up. Miho right there to cover him. Well done. Aeon had no idea that the speed play would come through randomly. And Rapid, hard to read on the sideboard there. He had the right idea, but I think he was low on boost at the time, so he just could not get there in time. And like you said, Deuce is wild on the board.
He came pretty darn close to saving that one, but unfortunately close is not enough in Rocket League. Just over 2 minutes left to play, and this is anyone's game at this point. Dap is going to cover this backboard. Ayan with a midfield pass. Rapid can't quite get there in time. The pass probably should have been played a little bit back, but it was a difficult one to play from that position. Good pass on to Miho. Oh, and again, Ayan this time almost gets the save, but to no avail.
And Aeon was right exactly where he needed to be. Rapid just challenging this, trying to make it a little bit harder for Miho to take the shot. And it was a little bit harder for him, just with the pressure of someone being there. But Aeon, hard one to read. Miho able to put it exactly where he needed to. It's great to see Dapper and Miho. They haven't slowed down at all in any of their mechanics. Well done, guys.
Yep. They play as well together as they've always used to. And what a beautiful bit of passing play that was. But RBG are going to tie this one up. Rapid with a slow floater.
All right, so LOL, Miho, that's just not really too great of a touch. Dapper got bumped there. Aeon right there on the rotation out. Dapper had the right idea, obviously trying to head back to defend his net, but got a bit of a lucky bump on that, I think. I don't think it was super planned, really, just the way it worked out. And now we're tied up again. But LOL seems to have just a little bit of an advantage here as Dapper looking to make it fancy. Didn't quite work out this time.
Came off the side wall, looked fancy until the defender got his hands on it. Another cheeky try by Dapper, but Astro has got that one covered. And it's a Texas-style shootout as we haven't seen a 2-goal lead develop yet. All leads are very quickly responded to by a tie-up goal, and we're close to that final minute of play. Rapid to push that one forward. We're going to look to get a second touch. Won't quite get it. Astro kills the ball. Dapper does get the clear. Final minute is on the board. Seabass trying to go through the midfield, but pretty much played the ball straight into Astro. Miho now in the opposing corner. Out of boost, so we won't be able to follow that ball. Good block on that shot from Seabass. Miho still on the ball. Going to try to dribble this one and goes for the early flick, but Rapid caught that one out. Another push forward from Seabass. What can he do with the ball? He picks up the fresh boost from the corner, but Ayan not able to get a touch on the midfield line. 25 seconds still remaining. Seabass clearing that one from clearing the midfield line. And gets one touch, but won't be able to follow it in time before Miho can. Rapid yet again trying to set something up here. Seabass goes for the ceiling rebound, pushes the ball forward yet again. Going to try to get a second touch on his way down. Won't quite be able to do it.
Here we go.
Astro has that ball. Dapper now with a midfield pass, but that one snuffed out early by Astro. And this ball is going to touch the ground. Game 1, overtime 1. Wow, what a game.
What a game indeed. 3 goals for each team. And a little bit of fanciness coming out on both sides, but fairly even all the way around. A couple of mistakes here and there capitalized by both teams, but it's going to come down to who can wreak as much havoc while on offense.
Oh, Dapper has an angle here. Doesn't get it, though. Astro able to shut that one close, and now trying to dribble it past the midfield line, but he was completely out of boost. Miho actually lets go of that ball, allowing Rapid to push forward, but he's the only one. Low boost tanks all across the board for RBG. Astro, the one with the most boost, but he is unable to push that shot past Miho there.
Yeah.
45 seconds into overtime, another push coming in from RBG Esports. And on the backboard, but cannot keep possession of the ball.
Oh, that's a big demo.
Dapper in the midfield. They are pushing the ball forward. Rapid gets it off the backboard, looking for the counter rebound. Another backboard hit. Respawn has come in by now, so their advantage has not been made use of, at least for the time being. Astro's now on the ball. Big demo onto Dapper, but Miho closes that angle before they have a chance to abuse it, and the shot off cross field. Ayan has enough time to rotate back for that one. Dapper with another backboard hit. That one's going to get cleared wide by Astro and Ayan, but Seabass has got that midfield covered. LOL looking for another opportunity here. RBG early in their defense, contesting those balls as they come out. And play is switching wildly back and forth between both halves right now as both teams are adept at following up on their clears.
And I like what I'm seeing from LOL. They're covering each other generally, and when that ball gets close to their net, they start to not necessarily chase or follow. They're simply making sure, more or less adding insurance to it, as Rapid and Astro go for it. Aeon and Miho. Now Miho gets the clear. The patience that comes with age and
good demo into Miho.
Through.
Miho would have been in a position to go for a shot there, but the demo prevented him from doing so. Another clear from Seabass. Dapper gets that ball. Astro stopping at the midfield line while the rest of RBG rotate back to their own half. Seabass not with the best of touches. Allowing for the long clear to come out. Rapid straight onto Dapper. Seabass on the side wall. He has plenty of boost to work with here, but Ayan throwing himself into that fray early. Here comes Astro looking for the angle. Miho has got that one covered, coming in from the side, and now he's looking to switch around the play as fast as possible, but Rapid again, up early. Their defense from both teams is just impeccable right now. It's tough to get anything past those guys.
It really is tough. I mean, we're almost 3 minutes into this overtime. Seabass goes for a shot.
Oh.
Miho got the demo. Now Dapper on it.
Oh, just barely not hitting the goal. It comes off of the crossbar. Such a close call right there.
Oh,
We're
here
now
we
3
go.
minutes into the overtime. Here's the angle from Miho onto Seabass just to secure that goal, and LOL will emerge victorious from game number 1.
And Astro just trying to slow this down, but instead he sets it up for Miho. There was no way he was going to get there. Seabass is there just in case, and I think it was a great idea that he was there. Hard to tell if that ball was going to go wide and maybe bounce off the post or something along those lines, but instead, he's right there, made sure that the goal goes in, and LOL, the veterans make their way through RBG here for game 1, and really both teams played some pretty excellent Rocket League. It was solid all the way around. A couple of mistakes here and there, which both teams capitalized on when they did happen, but generally, it's almost like Dapper and Miho never stopped playing as a team. I mean, they put some great plays together, they're communicating well, and Seabass is fitting in nicely at the same time.
Yeah, and neither team really had control of the game all throughout, and none of them were in the driver's seat. It was always a close and even affair between LOL and RBG. And I'm curious to see if that'll continue as the series rolls on. It took a 3-minute overtime to decide game 1. What does this series have in store for us going forward? That is what we're here to find out as game 2 rolls underway. Seabass with a straight shot on target, saved by Ayan. Straight onto Rappin in the corner. He's going to win the 50-50, but Miho is there for backup. Looking for the infield pass now. Loses control of his car on the backboard, though, and Ayan is ready to carry that across the midfield line. And yet again, possession changing wildly. A shot off of the backboard. Ayan is there to try and go for the second one. Doesn't get the angle. And a good clear off the backboard from Dapper. As RBG are trying to continue their offense, but LOL do ultimately come out with the clear.
Starting to see a little bit more speed from LOL. They're launching themselves at the ball at the most opportune times, even though there may not be a challenger there. They're just adding speed and momentum to this ball, and it's forcing RBG to back off. They're getting a couple of triple commits here and there, but as the play slows down, they start to move up, and all it takes is just a huge clear, and it will catch them off guard.
Robin had a very good idea there. Unfortunately, the pass was just played slightly too far forward. Otherwise, that surely would have been a goal. He's going to try again off of the backboard. Ayan is ready, plays it into the corner just as Rapid is retreating, so they give up ball control here. Good block from Astro, forcing Miho to come off the backboard. Ayan, rebound off of the ceiling. Ball's in the corner now, and Miho emerges victorious in that kerfluffle. Dapper going to look for the double tap here.
Oh,
save
Ayan!
from Ayan makes it come off the crossbar.
Ayan, well done. You can see Astro was actually baiting the shot in, but Ayan had it covered. As we go off of the backboard, Ayan will get the touch.
And Seabass trying to play disruption there. A perfectly placed pass onto Miho, but Astro saves the ball. And LOL, as you've said, really picking up on pace, but RBG's defense is standing steady right now, and now they have a chance of their own. Perfectly intercepted by Dapper. Gets a wide clear, buys himself some time. The rotation from LOL is on point as the players are moving forward. Here comes Seabass with a shot, but Rapid will be able to save that one in time. But RBG need to clear that ball away from the final third, as LOL are putting up a lot of pressure right now. Astro off of the side wall. Pass on to Rapid. He can only put it off of the backboard there as he was caught mid-aerial. He didn't have his car in the right angle.
Oh, here we go.
Onto A and Dapper. Off of the ceiling, Rapid throws himself into the fray as well. So much backboard focus right now from RBG, but LOL are covering it fantastically so far. Not leaving any gaps.
I'm having Season 3 memories right now. This is really cool.
Oh, good idea there from Dapper to play it off the corner. Miho was ready for it, but missed the ball by just a few inches. No score yet, as we are nearing the 2-minute mark. We've come from a high-scoring game to a pretty low-scoring game, but Dapper finds himself into the net with a pass from Miho, perfectly placed.
Yeah, Rapid found himself in just awkwardly positioned right here. He thought the ball was going to get cleared out there. Aeon fighting for it, and kind of faded out of net, then had to back up and try to panic a little bit to try to get a touch in there. But of course, LOL is right there to make sure that it does go in. Miho and Dapper teaming up on that play as Miho's up for this, trying to set up Dapper again. Astro, great clear.
Seabass on the backboard, taking his time. Good flick, makes one attacker jump into nothingness. Gonna take a while to rotate back from that one. Gonna try to convert that one into a straight attack. Miho off of the backboard. Coverage coming in early yet again from RBG. Rapid off of the side wall. Miho to push it forward. RBG yet again forced to rotate back. Astra with a good play in the corner. Loses control to a player that came in from the midfield, though. Good midfield coverage right now from LOL. Oh, and A and Nod with a good clear, but Miho can put that shot on target. All still in the orange half right now. Dapper to put extra distance on that and make it go into the corner, but Rapid yet again with a good touch, and he now has a chance to get a flip reset here. Very low on boost, though, so he could not complete the play the way he intended. Final minute is on the board. Dapper yet again gets the touch off the backboard. Good redirection into the net for the 2-0 lead.
Astro tried to read this one off the backboard. The ball took an awkward bounce, and I don't think he was expecting that. And so he had to kind of make a bit of a panic play. Dapper right there exactly where he needed to be to just secure the goal more than anything else at that particular point. But RBG getting blanked at this juncture, and I have to admit I'm a little bit surprised by that. I fully expected RBG to put up a little bit more of a fight, but let's face it, when LOL get on defense, they do turtle up nicely and they look for that long clear, especially when RBG start to group up like they have been doing this whole game.
And they follow that long clear up so well.
Ooh, here we go.
Too, because RBG are always forced to be so quick on their rotations. They don't even have a time to establish a stranglehold in the final third. A good save from Seabass. But yet again, LOL able to get to pretty much lock their half down as soon as RBG crosses that midfield line. And another backboard coverage from Miho, and look at the distance on that ball. Another straight rotation forced out of RBG, and LOL are dictating the pace of the game right now. Final 10 seconds on the board. Miho going to try to juggle that one with a pass over to Dapper. Misses his touch, but it does not matter at this point. LOL have game 2 comfortably in the bag.
They really did seem pretty comfortable out there. I mean, just the way you said it, they had it comfortably in the bag, but like it does seem like, you know, Dapper and Miho just haven't missed a step at all. And for those who don't know, you know, Miho, the reason why he stopped playing in RLCS because he wanted to help his dad out with his business and do some school stuff, things like that. Dapper obviously in college as well, but of course they're going to know a lot of people, as you know, Seabass they're just melding nicely. They know exactly what each other are going to do almost without even telling each other. And RBG still haven't quite hit that sort of stride. But this is great practice for RBG as they're going up against a team that, I mean, they basically made it to the RLCS finals a few times. And the reason why I say season 3, you know, because that's when Dapper and Miho were really shining. They had kind of their heyday at that point. And honestly, I feel like these guys obviously still play together when they're asked or whatever, maybe through ranked 6-mans or something along those lines. But it really does look like they never missed a step, and the Seabass just fits right in, no problem.
Well, this kind of chemistry is hard to find at any rate, and even harder to maintain after players have taken extended breaks from the game. So I'm really happy to see them continue performing at a high level, and really every time we see them play together, which has become a rarity, but isn't quite as rare as many would think, because we do see them around in community tournaments a bunch.
Sure.
It's always like they've never missed a step, and such is the case tonight as well. But the way LOL has been controlling the pace in game number 2, really making RBG run after them, dictating where the ball goes, has really helped them out a lot.
And I think that might be a huge key, is they're forcing RBG to run after them, and it's putting RBG into awkward situations, you know, most of the time. They're having to try something a little bit different to go up against a slightly different mindset, if you will, and how these veterans approach the Rocket League pitch. And I think a lot of notes can be taken by some of the newer teams who have kind of busted into RLRS and things like that. And of course, Seabass has played against many of these guys through scrims or a variety of different tournaments. And I wonder if he's kind of offering the intelligence, if you will, the background intelligence. Seabass CIA?
Ooh, shot on target. Crossbar hit from Seabass. Will they follow it up? Ayan is taken out in the process. Here comes Seabass. He has another clean shot, and this one will find the net despite the best efforts from RBG to save it.
You said RBG, and that's exactly what happened there. All three members trying to get the save on this one. Astro on the whiff. Rapid trying to go in, but Aeon called him off, it looked like. So Rapid covered the bottom. Aeon tried to cover the top. He just couldn't shut down all the shooting lanes. Need to get a little closer to the ball on that. And it looks like RBG are starting to panic a little bit. They got to calm down and start putting together their plays.
Yeah, they've put on a formidable game one. Game two kind of ran out of control, but nothing too bad. They just got to watch out not to let it slip that extra little inch. Because I think LOL will be too happy to take that and even more. Here comes a shot on target from Astro, saved by Miho. Not a big problem for him. Another wide clear, and that is what LOL have been thriving on. RBG are too happy to push all their three men forward into that opposing half. And when the long clear comes out, they're caught mid-rotation, getting dangerous situations on the net. Good interception from Seabass, and was well ready to make that shot count. Miho gets the ball, pushes it past the midfield line. Out of boost, though, so not much that he can do. Tapper on the side wall, wins the 50-50, but ultimately can't keep control of the ball, so Astro will clear it back to the blue half. It bounces off of the corner. He's going to try a midfield pass for that one, but it was a little wide into the opposing corner. Rapid off of the backboard. Seabass has got it covered. Not a good clear, though. Rapid's going to try to go on target for that one. He centers it yet again and can't quite get a handle on the ball. Has to play it to the side wall as we're nearing halftime. And trying to go at it from the angle, but Seabass with the save from the backboard. And LOL finding themselves under a lot of pressure right now, but their defense comes out early. And so far, nothing has been too dangerous from RBG. LOL with a comfortable defense right now.
Oh, Miho on the bump! That was so smart. Aeon got bumped out by Miho on an empty net shot. Aeon's got to be kicking himself for that as Seabass sends one towards the net.
He gets the save for that one, but Miho is going to be on the ball. Send it straight back towards target. A little high for that. Bounces off of the ramp. Astro with an additional touch. Rapid with the aerial 50-50 win, but the ball falls straight onto Seabass's face. Trying to go for the fake there, but Aeon snuffed it out. It's still only a one-goal lead for LOL. Nothing impossible for RBG. At this point, a shot on target from Miho, but Rapid wisely rotated back. Able to save that one as well, as momentum seems to be swinging back into LOL's favor. And yet another long clear. Seabass ready on the side wall. Gets the ball onto Dapper. He gets blown up by Rapid. Now they have a chance to push it forward. It's the 3v1 situation. Miho going to try to save that one off of the backboard. Rapid cannot get the downward angle on that one. Seabass adding a little height onto that ball. Gets the flip on the backboard and is able to get that ball out of the danger zone. So even under heavy pressure, LOL are able to keep a cool head. But here comes Astro, and he outplays the last defender. Goes for the long shot into the angle.
Seabass thought about attacking this ball, and then he saw Astro. He was also trying to dodge Rapid at the same time. So Seabass, only option he had was to go up the backboard, which he tried to do, but he just didn't have any momentum behind it to try to get there in time. Astro launching at him at that net. It's exactly what he needed to do there, and it worked out well. Now we're tied at 1, and it's really anybody's game.
It certainly is. Great decision-making, short-term decision-making, too, from Astro. To go for that angle shot straight away. Oh, the goalpost hit as Astro just gives it that extra little inch that it needed to be deflected from the goal. Very good save. Here's the pass onto Miho, though, and he's ready for the shot. Rapid throwing himself in there, stopping that shot, and now looking for the quick rotation back. And Seabass able to get that important touch. Here comes Miho. Another long clear, immediately converted into a goal by LOL.
They went for the triple again. RBG getting bit by that decision as Rapid actually moved up into the corner, just trying to cover all the bases. But that's the problem. Nobody was back. LOL has been leaving someone back basically all of the time to be able to defend their net, and it's working out well for them. They're able to block just about all the shots. And RBG just aren't. They're kind of just throwing themselves at the ball. trying to keep pressure alive, but therein lies the hole, because that shot could have been blocked out fairly easily. It was a fairly standard shot. As we go high, Aeon is up. Off the backboard, Rapid finds himself in the net trying to get a bump on Seabass.
Couldn't quite make it happen, though. Now we have the final 10 seconds on the board, and the attack is on LOL's side right now. Astro's going to have to juggle that one, but that ball is on its way down. He's going to get it off of the backboard.
Rapid
Dapper with an important touch. Rapid's going to try to set something up for Aeon here, but LOL are going to send that ball straight down and win game 3 as well. Third game straight, and they are now on match point in this best of 7. RBG have a reverse sweep in front of them.
LOL making me eat my words, I tell you what. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's actually kind of cool to see. RBG have been playing decently solid, though. Just a few mistakes, are getting a little bit greedy, I think, on the positioning. But other than that, they've been playing pretty solid. Not too bad all around. Just got to clean up a couple of things. And of course, LOL, they're just so smart when it comes to knowing where their opponents are on the pitch and being able to take advantage of that. The communication is definitely going well, but I mean, Dapper and Miho have both been technicians when it comes to knowing where their opponents are on the pitch at all times and taking advantage of that positioning pretty much all the way through. The accuracy is still there, and that's good to see, and the mechanics are still there. They could be a severe challenger if they make their way into the grand finals.
Yeah, I think RBG really needs to make sure to have some backup available when they push forward, because we've talked about it time and time again. LOL are all about that long clear, and when that long clear comes out and all 3 of your members are rotated up front, oh, goalpost hit. Seabass going to try to make that happen. Miho blocked by Astro, as RBG prevent the early goal from coming out. A double commit in the midfield to send that one on target, but Seabass has got that one covered. The block coming out. Miho keeping that ball in the midfield area. Astro just sending one infield to see if anyone's there to take it. Aeon was, but he was a little late for that. Rapid's going to try to get this ball off the backboard, looking for the double tap. Slightly misjudges the second touch, and Miho will be able to clear that off to the side. See, that's with another long clear. This time a rebound off of the sidewall. Rapid winning this one out. Can't quite put it on target. That definitely would have been in. LOL this time caught on the offensive rotation. But unfortunately, the shot not quite accurate enough for RBG to take the early lead here.
There might be a shot there, but RBG have not been able to get their team chemistry back. And I have to admit, I'm a little surprised. You know, these guys, don't get me wrong, this is fantastic practice for them, playing up against an RLCS level team. And miscommunication there. Rapid getting a little bit antsy on the plate. And it's not the first time I've said that either. Rapid just needs to calm down and get in on the play when he's needed more than anything else, as Aeon didn't get a read on the backboard.
Great defense from LOL yet again to deflect that off into the corner. So much pressure coming in right now from RBG. Rapid missing that ball mid-air. Seabass and Miho both in the corner right now. And we're seeing some coordination issues from LOL as well. Dapper not getting the hit on that ball. Would have been converted into a long clear yet again, but they're lacking those for quite a while now, and RBG are making full use of it. Aeon gets it all the way through. Dapper shutting their angle close. Gets an early flick off. Seabass pushes it forward yet again. Dapper indecisive, didn't know whether to go for the ball or for the demo onto Aeon. Ultimately, the ball went absolutely nowhere. No goals on the board just yet, but we've seen some dangerous situations on both sides. Seabass goes for the flick. Save coming in from Astro. Ball still hot, though. Rapid looking to clear that past the midfield line. Aeon with a fantastic touch. Satisfied the one on target. But yet again, the aluminum thwarting RBG's plans to get a fast one in. Past half time, and we have yet to see a goal scored. This might be it, though. Dapper trying to go for the low angle. Astro covers that one on his way down.
Seeing plenty of shots, though, even though they're being saved and or deflected by the goalpost. A lot of saves coming from LOL. 4 currently compared to 3 to RBG. As Aeon from the sidewall, it's not on target.
Not quite strange on a Miho, but LOL can't clear the ball away from their half. Seabass finally finds that long clear they've been looking for, and Dapper immediately trying to follow that one up, but loses ball control, hands the ball over to Rapid. He gets it past Miho. All he has to do now is get it past Seabass, but that flick was a little too early. Would have come off the backboard anyway. RBG coming out with some good ideas, but none of them able to quite find the mark just yet. 1:30 left on the clock. This is still anyone's game. The RBG need to win it to stay in the tournament. Demolition onto Dapper won't do them much, though. Astro trying to put that one straight on
what a pass!
Perfectly played from RBG. Well-deserved goal.
I'm going on board with Astro. He comes off of the backboard, right off the transition to launch himself at the ball and was able to angle that one down right at his teammate and get that thing in. Well done. Beautifully done. A little bit creative, but it worked out well, and that's exactly what they're going to have to do if they want to take on LOL and force the next game, because LOL is going to start bringing out the big guns.
And they certainly have to, because there's not a lot of time left in this game. Seabass onto Astro, and onto the other side of the field. It's going to come off the backboard. Important touch from Astro. Seabass going to try to shadow that one. Still has his flip from the ceiling, uses it early, realizes that Astro is already on the backboard and lets that ball go. But Miho gets it off the backboard yet again, and Dapper! He goes for the near post, puts it away, we're tied.
I like this from Miho. He calls off Dapper. Dapper racing towards center. It's just a simple touch to send that off of the backboard. Astro, that puts Astro out of position. There was one more there, and I think it was Aeon. But Aeon wasn't quite following the ball. He wanted to jump down onto the ground and then try to make the challenge. But Dapper way too close for that to happen. And there you go. We're finally tied up at 1. A fast game. Nearly 30 seconds left, and that's it.
Ooh,
what a challenge.
Seabass with a very dangerous challenge indeed. 30 seconds still remaining. Might see our second overtime of the night here unless we see a goal come in. Good save from Astro, but Seabass is not quite done yet. Rapid going to try to block the shot from Dapper, but yet again, he's going to be the one who scores and takes his team into the lead.
All right, so Rapid trying to grab some boosts to stay out of Astro's way, but because of that, it puts him in a very awkward position. He couldn't defend against the shot, and yeah, Dapper just coming through, just staying centered, being very patient with it, just waiting for the ball to come to him and make his shot based off of where Rapid was. Beautifully done. Now LOL looking at moving on into the grand finals. Mio misses on the double touch. Dapper is up on the empty net and right in, just like practice for Dapper.
Yep, certainly is just like practice for Dapper. The clear could have been a little better, but Seabass has been on the game all series long. Always where he needed to be, sets up another beautiful goal for Dapper off of the backboard, and that is certainly going to be it. RBG aren't going to score 2 goals in 10 seconds. If they do, I'll be highly surprised. Seabass yet again putting the ball into a good position, but RBG not getting out of their half when they need to. Clock hits 0, and that is going to be it. A clean sweep, 4-0 for LOL. Wow. What a series it was. An RBG with a lot of promise all throughout the 4 games, but LOL's pace just completely outmatched them, especially as the series went on. Well-deserved victory, and we'll be seeing them in the grand final.
Yeah, we will. And I mean, I'm thinking, I'm talking about all this nostalgia and, reflecting back to season 3 and, shaking Dapper's and Miho's hand, saying good luck to him as they were unselfless at the time. And just the way that they played tonight is kind of a reflection of season 3 and how people played Rocket League. It was a little different, Yeah. Now, and then you have RBG in a much more fluid, sort of almost random way that they attack. But the problem is, once RBG got onto the offense, they kept kind of trying to do the same thing. Bounce it off the backboard, go around the corner, things that the other thing. They couldn't really get the direct passes on. And I think a lot of that stems from how LOL was defending the net. They would kind of turtle up nicely. But the thing is, they always had someone on the backboard. And that's the difference. You don't really see that a whole lot nowadays. Obviously, play moves a lot faster, but they always had a guy looking for the backboard and trying to get in the way, either run a screen in front of their net or actually get the touch to send the ball away. And that's going to be a kind of a big one for whoever wins the next series to try to counteract, because both Dapper and me are really good at that. And Seabass has always been good at that. And with Seabass having been around for so long and kind of molded by that idea of defense, it just allows him to flourish in that sort of style. And Dapper and Miho, obviously they're connected. This is really cool. It has to be because college is on spring break. It has to be as to why they're playing tonight. Because, I mentioned before, Miho doing school stuff, Dapper famously in, he's going to college, and let's face it, cooler heads kind of prevailed this time, and both Miho and Dapper are cool customers. They just don't get flustered ever.
Yeah.
And RBG, I have to admit, looked like they were panicking a little bit. And Rapid, we've seen Rapid play quite a bit. Rapid does that from time to time. He gets a little anxious, and so he starts to try to rush the play instead of being very patient, which LOL did flawlessly. So well done. It's going to be awesome to see these guys in the finals.
Oh, yeah, certainly is. Game 1 was absolutely the strongest one from RBG. Other ones, they put up a good fight as well, but unfortunately, as you've mentioned, the antsiness just kind of got to them. So a blast from the past in the form of LOL. Miho and Dapper looking like they've never, ever stopped playing together. And such is the case tonight. They won't have to stop playing together because they'll be in the grand final playing for that $1,500 grand prize. They'll be facing a team from the RLRS. That much is already for sure. Will it be the number 1 team or the number 2 team? That we will find out in our second semifinal of the night. And it's going to be Birds and the Bees versus the Peeps. The level is going to stay high, both in hype and in skill. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the Astronauts Rocket League 3v3 tournament, the second semifinal of the night. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back. This is the Astronauts Rocket League 3v3 tournament powered by Team Beyond and ASTRO Gaming. I'm the Pash. Joining me tonight is Ninja Rider, and we are about to have ourselves a top-of-the-table face-off between two top RLRS teams. Birds and the Bees currently 4-0 in the RLRS table, and the Peeps currently 3-2. It's going to be an interesting one.
I mean, but yeah, it should be interesting. I would hope so. Birds and Bees breaking out Hoxer, Mist, and Reddles. Reddles, a regular here at Beyond, going up against Arsenal, Gyro.
I think that's Roldiz.
And Roldiz, yeah. Oh, did I say Reddle? Oh, I did. Yeah, I did say Reddles. Yeah. And Reddles. My bad. I'm sorry. Roldiz being on Birds and Bees. Wow, total caster mix-up.
It happens. They both start with R, I suppose.
I suppose, yeah. Well, I know what I'm looking for. Dang it. Anyways, Reddle's obviously a regular here at Beyond, so he's already considered an astronaut by many. But yeah, Birds and Bees having quite the run in RLRS, being pretty, I have to admit, pretty impressive. I mean, 4-0, and they have 2 more weeks to go. Really, only one more game for them, or one more match to play for them. But the Peeps have 2 more, so there is a chance for them. Well, there is no chance really for them to catch up per se, but definitely solidifying their way into RLRS, glory, if you will. Hopefully they can make their way into the promotion tournament and see how that goes. But this is a fantastic. We had a little bit of a lost connection, but yeah, it's a fantastic way to just kind of gauge each other and see how things are going to go. We're still in the semis, but we can just hopefully this one is a little bit closer than the last series. Honestly, I really do think it will be, but it should be quite the match. I think we're just going to go into. I think we should just go into the match. The Pash is having some issues, unfortunately, so he'll join us when we can. Producers, let's just go ahead and head into the game. Out onto DFH. You're going to get me solo for a minute, but yeah, just deal with it. Kappa. Get the players out onto the pitch. I know they're a little antsy to get going, so we'll get this one started. Game 1 just about to get underway here in the lower semifinals. See who heads into the money round. Birds and Bees versus the Peeps. A big one. This could have RLRS implications. Could get into their heads as Mist and Reddles take the kickoff. Arsenal bouncing one off the ceiling, and Hoxer gets control. Rold is already there looking for a bump. Can't do it as Hoxer going high. Arsenal going to chase down. Hoxer on the slowdown. It's a good idea. Rold is back and Mist right back on to offense. Riddle's on the pickup. Roll this towards the net. It's going to scream past the opening. And Arsenal trying to get some control. But still, Birds and Bees keeping this one alive. On to the offense. And the Peeps finally get a little bit of respite as Hoxer gets blown up. Gyro on the slowdown. He's going to get a little control on this. Challenged by Roldiz. Gets it past, but Mist is back. Mist towards the corner. Nice little touch. Get a touch of control, but again, another demo. Gyro on Mist this time as Hoxer sets it up. Roldiz up, but so is Arsenal. Roldiz gets the touch. Tries to pass to Hoxer for some speed on it, but it goes right back to him. Mist towards the net, and Gyro right there, right over to Reddles as Mist bumps into Reddles. This is a fast, physical game so far. Towards the net, Gyro trying to do it himself. He can't quite do it as the post reaches out to send it away. And a slowdown in the midfield. Reddles will have none of that as he takes on Roldiz. Roldiz gets there first, and Gyro right on up. But unfortunately, straight to Hoxer. Arsenal, a good move to send it towards the corner. We're seeing aggression on both sides, but the Peeps are on their heels most of the time. They're trying for shots quickly instead of a little bit of control, try to draw out Birds and Bees. But the Birds and Bees still holding on. Hoxer right there. Gyro a little bit slow on the rotation. Now Roldiz with a little control. Popped up over one. Reddles is there. Great read. Reddles has the one's experience, so he just waited for it to happen towards the net, but Mist is there again. Good rotation by Birds and Bees. It is demos galore. And I won't make the usual joke like I usually do as we're 2 minutes in to this match. Hoxer towards the net. And a little high again for Mist. That sets up Roldiz. Double tap, can't get the triple, and Arsenal will get the clearance. Lots of offense from Birds and Bees, but again, not much accuracy. It seems like they're trying to play a little faster than they're used to. But it's a great gauge, and we're seeing a lot of demos from the Peeps. While that's good to see, is Reddles. That's an extreme angle. Can't quite make it happen, so it's one-on-one. Hoxter on Gyro. Reddles trying to race back. Hoxter realizing he can't quite get behind the ball. Tries for the pass, but Gyro is there, looking for Reddles. Gets it past Roldiz. Reddles challenged by Mist. Now Arsenal gets involved. Hoxter making it look like it's an open net, but he's right there waiting for the challenge as Roldiz pops up for this, and Reddles sends it away. Wow, the Peeps starting to mount an offense. It's an open net. Roldiz trying to race back, but he won't get there in time, and Gyro on the fast break will send this one in as Mist can't get any control on it. Arsenal on a fantastic read, gets away from the ball as Gyro calls him off, and the teamwork, I should say, from the Peeps paying off nicely here to find the first goal of the series. And a little bit of an update on Pash. She is apparently having some connection issues, so no worries. We'll be back here very shortly. 2 minutes left in game one. Mist trying to pop one up, not going to work. Rolled is a little bit out of position, but they do need to push pretty hard, considering time is beginning to run out. Gyro on a good read. That's going to draw Hoxter out. Hoxter on a miss, and Arsenal right there to take advantage. The Peeps underneath Birds and Bees in the RLRS standings, but right now they are 2 goals on top in game one. Arsenal, a fantastic read. He stayed with it, even though Hoxter popped up for that one. And I think that was a good idea. He had the coverage. You might as well cover it just in case. And sure enough, it worked out well. Arsenal again, but it's off the crossbar. Gyro looking for it. He tries to slow play that one and missed. Able to send that one away. And it sounds like we have a Pash back in the caster's booth. You know, you got to love Windows sometimes.
That's true. That's true. But we are underway now, and 2 goals to the Peeps. And Birds and Bees looking to equalize that as fast as possible, but the pace from the Peeps a little too fast for their comfort right now. Hoxter has the ball in the midfield, trying to dribble it around Gyro. Roldiz picks up on the slack. Straight shot on target and just underneath the crossbar. And just like that, Birds and Bees are on the board.
Confirmed. Pash is Birds and Bees' lucky charm. But Reddles honestly had no idea where that shot was going to go, and the Peeps just didn't have the goal coverage. They've been on offense for so long that they just don't have the defensive mind. They're going to have to change that up quickly.
Well, they still got 1 minute and 10 seconds to do it. So let's see if they'll be able to pull that one off. Roldiz pushing it forward. Hoxter taken out of the play. He won't be able in the wings. And here comes Arsenal with the pass played on top of them. Oh, what a beautiful ping pong.
Oh, here we go.
But Roldiz comes in from the side and saves that. And that could be a game-deciding moment if Birds and Bees manage to get another one in and then win it in overtime. Another save coming in from Mist. A follow-up shot from Reynolds is taken away by Hoxter, and Birds and Bees are holding on to that 1-goal deficit tooth and nail right now. All they've got to do now is push it forward and score it, or all of that would have been for naught.
Reynolds, though, making sure the offense stays alive, and that's a great idea. The Peeps have been so aggressive once they get control of the ball, so you might as well just keep it on the offensive end. Maybe not necessarily take a shot, but just be ready for those long clears because Birds and Bees are looking for him.
Ball comes off the ceiling. 14 seconds remaining. Hoxter needs to get it forward, and he needs to do it now. Mist has to deflect that ball placed on top of him by Gyro, but the Peeps are staying in ball control right now, and they're playing slow balls, burning as much time as possible from the clock. Birds and the Bees are going to need a buzzer beater here, but I don't think the Peeps will allow one.
Nope.
And they won't. They'll get a buzzer beater of their own. 3-1 is the final result in game one.
Insert Jorby dagger gif here. Well, right there, actually. Arsenal just keeping coverage on the ball, and it was a perfect strategy by the Peeps to just come in, realize that they have the lead, and they may not be able to defend very well, but their offense was dead on perfect, keeping it alive and on the offensive end. Birds and Bees just could not respond. They just didn't have the time. Peeps had it covered basically all the way through. So well done by the Peeps. They realized what they were strong at and just kept going for it instead of allowing Birds and Bees a chance at all. So well done their game one, but Birds and Bees are going to adjust. There's a reason why they're on top of the table in our LRS, and they're about to prove it, in my opinion.
Yeah, and there's a reason why they won their Week 2 match against the Peeps in the RLRS as well. It was a 3-2 victory, so it was a close call, but ultimately, Birds and Bees did come out victorious. So the question is, will they be able to pull it off again? Because if there's any time to do it, it is now. Game is underway, and we'll get it on your screens as soon as possible as well. Technical difficulties showing up in full force tonight, but we'll get that observer into the game as soon as possible. And until then, we'll just do a little bit of radio play-by-play. So Gyro in the midfield, demolition onto Roldis, double demolition from the Peeps onto Birds and Beasts, but they cannot make use of it as the ball goes back onto the orange half of the field. It's going to bounce off of the ramp just above the orange goal, where Reynolds picks it up. Hawkster contesting the ball on the sidewall. Arsenal just above the backboard, able to play it, but Mist is straight there. Takes up on the clear. Mist now continuing to put up pressure onto that final third. Rolled is off of the backboard.
Oh, double.
Down, tries to go for the double tap. Near post, and in it goes. Birds and Bees are on the board, and I think we have an observer in the game.
We do. Roldis right here. Reynolds tried to challenge that. It was a good idea, but Roldis not shaken at all. Arsenal patient. That's what he needed to do, but he just couldn't predict where Roldis was going to put that ball. And Roldis basically had the whole thing to himself. And I think that backboard defense would have come in handy as Gyro comes screaming in, but not accurate.
Yeah, he was really asking for that one, but
wow.
Unfortunately, wasn't quite able to do it. Mist wins a 50-50, carries the ball all in front of the orange net. Long clear coming out from Gyro, and Reynolds going to be all over that one. Comes off the backboard. Perfect setup for Arsenal, and he threads the needle between the posts, and Mist were tied.
This is like a classic World Cup style try on the save here. Mist stopped in net and goes for the flip, diving for it, but Arsenal just barely threading the needle that time out. But I think that was actually pretty smart by Arsenal that time because, the defender just wasn't moving. So go for the easier shot, and that right there happened to work out well. He would have been able to pounce on it again if it did get blocked out. As Reynolds finds his way through the once play coming through. That was beautiful. I love it.
But it was really all Gyro on the setup. Gets it off of the wall, makes it bounce off of Hawkser, and Reynolds in with a crazy angle shot, especially considering that his car was facing the corner and not the goal. What a goal to score right there. Really well done by Reynolds, and takes the Peeps back into the lead, and they'll be looking to extend that one. Gyro looking for it, but Hawkser from the inside of the net able to get the save. The Peeps still not done yet. Comes off of the backboard. Mist going to try to get as much distance on that ball as possible, and Hawkser will be able to clear it long, followed up by Mist and himself, but Gyro with one cheeky touch, able to get it back to the midfield line where Rold is trying to keep it on orange, but Arsenal will have this ball covered. Plays it above Hawkser in the corner. Mist is going to be the next one to outplay, and he does as well, using the sidewall as a rebound station. Rold is coming in from the midfield. Can't get a good clear. The shot on target from Rold is just inches off.
Yeah, that really needed to be on target because there was a bump on the play as Roldis takes the pass and right in the tie-up.
The tie-up indeed.
Roldis right here, beautiful touch, sets up for Hawkser. Hawkser couldn't quite get there in time for the bullet, so he sets it right back to Roldis. The communication between Birds and Bees is absolutely fantastic.
Yep, certainly is, and we're tied at 2 right now. Deuce is wild, as you love to call it, and here comes Hawkser. Yeah. Not able to get it past Gyro. He's a little quicker to the buzzer with a long clear. Arsenal off of the backboard. No one there to cover it, though. It's such a smart play, but not the positioning. Oh, Reynolds with the double tap off of the backboard. Plays it once, gets the crazy angle on the second touch.
Reynolds showing why he is an astronaut. Absolute savagery.
Wow, is all I can say to that.
I mean,
look at the angle on that second tap there.
There really isn't a whole lot of analysis to it. He just did it. That's it.
Just Reynolds things. Man, oh man.
Oh, beautiful.
Not a good clear from Roldis. Gyro is going to look to convert that straight away. Arsenal off of the backboard, and yet again, such a heavily backboard-focused game. Just like we saw in the first series, in the first semifinal of the night. A block from Gyro in the midfield. Hawkser push it forward. Rolled is just to touch the ball, but the Peeps have got this one covered easy. Rolled is with a good bump forward.
Where's the backup?
Wraps around it, but Hawkser is there to finish it off. We're tied at 3.
All right, so Hawkser was actually playing third man on this. Mist trying to get back, and I think Hawkser wanted to make sure that Mist was on his way back before challenging, which I mean, yeah, that's a smart thing to do generally, but in that instance, I think maybe closing up the rotation just a little bit would have helped out a lot. That goal really shouldn't have gone in, or really should have gone in a lot earlier. But I mean, they scored, so you can't really complain about it. Just little things. We're nitpicking at this point. As Red takes another shot. It took 2 to clear, but it's enough.
Yeah, forced the double commit, but nothing happened there as they did get the long clear out of it. Another save coming in from Arsenal. Hawks are trying to thread the needle there, but the defense from the Peeps too strong, and Reynolds will send this cross-field breakaway goal to take the lead once more.
All right, so Mist was actually part of this play. Roldes actually faded up on the play. I thought he might be able to take a pass or something. Hawkster and Mist doing okay work there in the corner, but again, I mentioned tightening up the rotation. Not that tight. Loosen up just a touch. You'll be all right. Oh, here we go.
Her off the backboard, Mist with a touch, and there we go. Just like that, we're tied again. Didn't even take 5 seconds after the kickoff.
Yeah, back and forth action. You mentioned the shootout from the last series. It has continued into this series. Gyro just moving a little too fast to try to defend that away. It was the only one back from the Peeps. 4-4, guys. Don't
still got a
usually
minute.
see that. And with tons of time left.
Minute and 48 still on the clock at the time of the kickoff. What a high-scoring affair this game number 2 is. Roldes just barely missing the touch on that ball. Gyro and Reynolds will push it forward. Reynolds to try and set up for Arsenal. Good block from Hawkster. Very important. But Reynolds still not done yet. Yet again trying to find the angle. This time it's blocked by Mist. Infield pass from Arsenal, but Hawkster has got this one covered this time.
Oh, wow.
Good bump from Reynolds. Gyro pushing it forward yet again off the backboard. Rolled is not with the most ideal of clears. Reynolds gets it off of the wall. Good interception by Mist. He's all out of boost now, though, but he is on the ball. He needs to keep this play going any way possible. Gets the infield pass off onto Roldes, and he is able to just barely get it past the defender to take the lead once more.
I like the idea that Reynolds has of just being physical on the play, but it looks like it kind of messed up Gyro a little bit. Arsenal was on his way back, and I don't think he really had much of a chance to try to challenge on the play, maybe shut off the shooting lane at all, but it looked like it confused Gyro just a touch. That's all right. They can clean that up as the Birds and the Bees have the lead for now with a minute left.
Yeah, just a minute left, but with how fast these goals have been coming in, it's only a matter of time until either Birds and Bees extend their lead or the Peeps tie it up yet again. Good effort from Reynolds up front. Gyro in the corner right now trying to win his position. Ball bounces off of the ceiling. Good challenge indeed. And Reynolds put it back into the corner, but he's the only one up front right now. Gyro waiting in the midfield line, looking for that infield pass. Oh, good touch by Hawks. Reynolds was up and ready to score that one. Here he comes in, looking for the angle. Mist clears it. Another double commit from Birds and Bees. So much pressure coming out from the Peeps right now. Arsenal off the ceiling yet again. Reynolds looking to clear that off of the backboard to put it into infield for another player to put it away, but time is running short right now. This ball's in a dangerous position. Missed to play that off into the corner. Gyro is already waiting there. Ball rolls down the ramp, and Hawkster with a long clear. That's exactly what they were looking for, and now the Peeps are going to have to keep it in the air if they want to score this. But Hawkster puts it off the backboard and missed. Oh, not quite scoring the winner, but they've already had the winner on the board, so it doesn't quite matter. They tie up the series 1 apiece.
Birds and Bees got a little bit more aggressive, it seems like. The Peeps going for demos and stuff like that, bumps and stuff, but I think that really kind of put him out of position more than anything else. And Reynolds found himself in the net a few times, and when there was no one back, that required the other 2 players to get up in the faces of Birds and Bees, which left the whole backfield open. There was just nothing there. So Birds and Bees got those clears out there and started to really connect with each other after the little bit of a break during the last series. So seems like Birds and Bees are back on form. Now the Peeps, they've been answering, especially that high-scoring affair, but I think the Peeps are going to start putting together some pass plays and start maybe using the sidewalls a little bit more and try to mix up Birds and Bees and draw them out. Most of the time when the Peeps scored, it was because the Birds and Bees were drawn out. So we'll have to see as we move into game 3. We're tied up in the series 1-1.
Yep, certainly are. And Birds and Bees, if game 2 is any proof, they just need to get the ball into Roldes, and he is going to find some way to score it, as he has done time and time again. He is a virtuoso, creating chances out of virtually nothing. And it has shown. It was a 1-goal margin. Could have been a 2-goal if that final buzzer beater had hit the net and not the crossbar for the Bardowski. Ultimately,
Oh!
Gyro! Oh, crits the crossbar, but Arsenal in position to follow that one up. What a play from Gyro, though.
Gyro right here coming off the sidewall. It was a little awkward. He's moving as fast as he could to try to get there. But Arsenal on the heads-up play. Nobody there for Birds and Bees. Don't really want to see that too much from either team, and we haven't really seen much of that from Birds and Bees like that. But the Peeps have the momentum for now. Hawks are on the shot.
You know, it goes right back to what you were mentioning. Birds and Bees, they do get scored on if they push out too far, and that was certainly a case of having pushed out too far. So no one was in net to contest that. Granted, it was a great play by Gyro to keep ball control all the way into the final third, but ultimately that needed to be covered by Birds and Bees, and they only have themselves to blame for conceding this one this early. On the plus side, conceding this early means there's still plenty of time left on the clock, and we've already seen a high-scoring affair in game number 2. We might just continue seeing it. Good save from Reddles with a little bit of help from Gyro as well. Was a double commit, but nothing too bad for the time being. They push the ball past the midfield line. Reddles immediately taken out of the play before he can rotate forward, but the Peeps are continuing to put up solid pressure right now. There's another infield attempt straight onto Hoxer. He gets the long clear straight back onto the orange side of the field. Arsenal off the backboard. Good pass on to Reddles. Puts it on target, but Roldes will have that one covered. Sends it straight back. Mist comes off the sidewall.
Oh my
Puts
God.
that one on target. The save from Gyro. The follow-up also saved. Hoxer cannot find the net there. Beautiful defense from the Peeps.
Missed. What a shot. You absolute animal. And a save from Hawkser as well. That could be...
Oh, now he's going to go at it
missed
again.
right in, but
That's
Reddles
the
able to save it
corner of
away.
the aluminum. Crazy stuff. Miz is really looking for that goal right now, but luck has not been on his side so far. What a dangerous situation there. Reddles actually saving the shot from Gyro there.
Oh,
I'm pretty
faking.
sure that would have gone in.
The faking from the Peeps, electing not to go for that shot. They seem to be pretty comfortable with just the 1-goal lead, but they've had to defend their net vehemently as a squirt out comes out, and Reddles will get this one back into play. Set up for Arsenal. Shot.
Oh,
Roldes sends it away.
Great save, but even better interplay on the side of the Peeps. They're now pushed back into their own half as Roldes tries to get something going. Mist is still looking for his goal. He has plenty of boost to try and go for the double tap here, but the backboard defense from the Peeps was on point. The ball a little too slow to be much of a surprise to them. What a crazy fast-paced game from both teams. Birds and Bees just inches from scoring many times over. A pass on to Mist is intercepted by Reddles. The shot blocked straight as it came out of his car. Mist off the backboard. He finally, no! Arsenal prevents himself from getting the goal again. And Birds and Bees are trying everything, but the Peeps' defense has been impenetrable so far.
Birds and Bees just pollinating this net, but nothing making it in. A demo on the play.
Roldes just slightly above the ball. Not the right flight trajectory for him. The bump would have set perfectly. Excuse me, the demo would have set up perfectly for a goal there. They're going to try again. Long and fast play. Arsenal trying to slow this down because with a pace like that, it's only going to be a matter of time until Birds and Bees get the equalizer on the board. And they're doing a good job at that. Wow. What a sequence of events.
Wow, indeed, and it just hasn't stopped as Hoxer on the pick.
Hoxer.
Mist is there just in case, but Reddles can't get
So
the
well
touch
played.
he's looking for. Hoxer going full savage to tie it up.
Yep, so well played. He finds the ball, realizes the only one left in net is Reddles, so he waits for the flick, the last possible moment to make it come off of Reddles and pretty much ensure that goal went in. And even then, he had plenty of options with a 3v1 with all members of Birds and Bees. They're going to get the kickoff goal here despite the best efforts to save it. But just like that, 2 goals on the board.
Arsenal going for the boost, and granted, that's a fine idea, nothing wrong with that, but he turned towards the play at the midfield, and already the ball was going towards there. Arsenal just couldn't quite get behind the ball. He was there just in the nick of time, but the way he touched the ball just made it all that harder. Now Roldes on the pickup, and these guys are going for kickoff goals left and right. They want to just secure a lead as quick as possible.
50 seconds left. Such a quick turnaround from Birds and Bees. Hoxer. Of course, the midfield line. Reddles actually retreating for that one. Goes back. Pass placed onto Arsenal, comes off the ceiling. He tries to set something up for Gyro here. Very well placed from Hoxer to get that block. Gonna try through the sidelines. Save comes out from Reynolds. 30 seconds remaining, and the Peeps still down by 1. Will they be able to tie it up? There's not a lot of time left. This is the exact position they were in the last game. Ball in the corner. Mist trying to clear it. Arsenal missing a crucial sidewall touch, allowing Mist to burn even more time. Comes straight down onto Gyro, but ultimately that little sequence burned more than 10 seconds off of an already pretty tight clock. And Rolders will block this ball, and it'll touch the ground. Birds and Bees, they do come back from a 1-goal deficit, scored 2 in relatively quick succession. One of them a kickoff goal, and they take game 3, and are now up by 1 in the series. I need to find my bearings after this crazy game.
Yeah. You passed, you okay? You're good over there? I know it's a little early for you. But yikes, man. Yeah, no, Birds and Bees, honestly, they kept their cool. They kind of, it almost seemed like they were kind of scouting how Peeps were going to approach this particular game. And the Peeps just kind of went for sort of the same old. They went with the same plan. And so Birds and Bees just went for it. Got they got that lucky kickoff goal. I wouldn't call it lucky per se, but because they were there to make it happen. But, the Peeps kind of faltered a little bit. They were trying to push the envelope, which is fine. But Birds and Bees were ready for that. So they're going to have to change it up some more and force Birds and Bees into, another tiebreaker, if you will.
Well, game 4 is underway. And Birds and Bees with the chance to take it to match point in game 5. But the Peeps have shown that they're going to make the series as close as they can possibly do. What a shot from Gyro, crossbar hit. Unlucky on that one, missed. Burning all his boosts to keep that one in the corner. Reynolds, look at his engagement there. Throwing himself in there, burning all of his boosts just to keep the ball there. And Gyro with a double tap, another crazy angle on the Peeps. Take the board.
Going on board here with Gyro, just having a look towards the backboard. Oh my God. I love the follow distance on the shot. For those taking notes, if you're going to go for a shot like that, you have to actually back off the ball. You have to let the ball get ahead of you instead of following it up so closely. And the sheer mechanic ability of being able to do that, it makes it look so easy, but there's definitely lots of practice to make that happen. You see that in Platt, it's because they're good mechanically. It's not good. They're probably not that great at team play. These guys have been playing for so long that there's so much trust in it. Oh, beautiful. I'm actually trying to get over chills.
Well, it is a relatively early goal, at least for the series standards. They're going to follow it up by a second goal as well. Arsenal gets the rebound off the backboard, and Birds and Bees not quite quick enough on the buzzer for the save.
Yeah, smart play here by Arsenal. He realized that Reynolds was out of the play, so he actually turned back. He was on the way back to maybe grab some boost or just cover the backfield, but instead he turned back around, became second man, and just a good read overall by Arsenal to force the shot through. I don't know if he was expecting it to go in per se, because there was 2 defenders there. But hey, you got to keep the pressure alive. That's exactly how you do it.
Good save, but it was a double commit, allowing Roxer to get a lot of space on that one and missed, clearing away the last obstacle in the form of Gyro.
Hoxer? I don't think that's the touch you were looking for, man. But it worked out well. That's all that matters, I guess. Because, I mean, with the defender there, you would think he would want to move that ball forward, but I guess there must have been some communication there between Mist and him, or Mist called the demo, and don't usually see that all too often. So well done there by Birds and Bees, confident in their demo ability.
Yeah, if they've shown anything tonight, it is that they are a well-coordinated team that converts this really well. A good fake from Hoxer, but took a little bit too long. Arsenal homed in on him and blew him right up into the air. Another demo onto Arsenal this time. A little bit of retaliation coming out from Birds and the Bees, but won't affect the game by too much. Missed winning that contest on the side wall. An important touch by Arsenal to flip it over to the other side of the field. Arsenal yet again blowing up, going up in flames, and Mist able to put that one on target, and they are tied back up.
Rolled is right here, just keeping the pressure alive more than anything else, and Hoxer goes for the Taroko. Oh, Reynolds, I don't know how many times he's been hit in the air by the likes of Taroko, and even himself has done it before, but Hoxer just giving him a dose of his medicine, just taking him out of the play. Well done on the tie-up.
And Birds and Bees have really found a liking at blowing up Arsenal because it's the 4th time in like 30 seconds. They really must have ticked them off something fierce. But as it stands, it's an open net, and Roldes will take the lead right back.
Just bumps galore. Arsenal right here didn't get a great challenge on it. Gyro expecting a bit of a clear, it looked like, and found himself kind of in no man's land. Wasn't really quite sure what to do in that situation. Reynolds tried to help out on it, but nah, that's going to be a score up here. Birds and Bees take the lead here right about halftime.
What a turnaround yet again from Birds and Bees, coming back from a 2-goal deficit to turn it into a 1-goal lead. Arsenal yet again going up in flames. What has he done to Birds and Bees? Like, man, they are really targeting him right now.
Apparently Arsenal's getting in the way of the natural order of things because Birds and Bees are going ham on him.
Certainly are, but it's worked out very well for them ever since they started blowing him up. They started scoring as well. Here comes Gyro, still has his flip in the corner, but takes a little too long. Roldes picks up the ball from him like he is a tee on the golf course. Now Reynolds going to have to play this one slow. Up to the early flag. Hoxer gets it off the ceiling, missed with a backboard hit. Roldes there to follow it up, goes for the short post, and makes it a 2-goal lead.
Roldes showing the experience that he has and able to just place this shot perfectly. It was a risky play, actually. If he would have missed that shot a long clear, could have resulted in a retaliatory goal, but just utter confidence coming through. The patience from Roldes paying off nicely as he dominates that one in.
Yeah, and it's always a testament to being able to trust your teammates, and it's so important to be able to do that in Rocket League, and I'm pretty sure that all the solo standard players out there will agree with me here. Gyro on the side wall. It's going to put that into the center. Uses his flip early. Hoxer blocks it. Roldes immediately following it up. Plays it to the center. Miss trying to wrap around it, but Gyro early on the block on that as well. Looking for the angle there. Hoxer shuts it close by covering the goalpost. Still a 2-goal deficit from the perspective of the Peeps. And time is not being kind to them as it continues to relentlessly tick down, but what a touch from Gyro. Just a tad. Perfect redirection.
Oh, Gyro right here, realizing that he might have an opening. He's behind the corner boost.
That's crazy.
What?
You okay there, Ninja?
No, I'm still recovering from the solo standard slam.
Oh no, kickoff goal there as misplays it a little too high, comes off of the crossbar, but Birds and Bees are looking to make good on that 1 goal that they lost in their lead, but a minute is remaining and the Peeps are all on the offensive right now. Gyro, straight shot on top of the bump, the demo, but Roldes still standing and able to save that one off into the corner. What a play from both the Peeps and the Birds and the Bees. Great demo, even greater save. But time still ticking down. 35 seconds still remaining, and Birds and Bees are in the offense right now. Reynolds to push that one towards the midfield, but missed. Has got that ball's number. Puts it into the corner. Long clear attempted by Arsenal. Not a good clear from Roldes. Hawks are going to have to play that towards his own backboard, and he does so successfully, beating the Peeps to the ball. And now Roldes going to play it slow. Pass on to Miss. Going to try to go on target here. But Gyro gets the save. Still, Birds and Bees are on the ball, and there's only 10 seconds left on the clock. Ball bounces off the ceiling. Good save from Gyro to put that into the corner, but he's going to have to push it forward. Has no boost left in his tank, though. So this is going to be another win from Birds and the Bees. And they are on match point now. What a series this is. I wouldn't put it past the Peeps to take it all the way to Game 7 at this point.
No, actually, I wouldn't either. I completely agree with you on that. But Birds and Bees, they changed up a couple of things, and we mentioned all the demos on Hoxer, and we kind of memed on it, all these David Attenborough style memes. But the idea of demoing Hoxer, who has been pretty solidly the third man, he hasn't been super aggressive. He has a few shots here and there, but it's more or less to set up his teammates. It's actually very smart to kind of get him out of the play, but the Peeps were not able to convert a couple of those.
I'm pretty sure Arsenal has had it a lot worse than Hoxer.
Well, right, but when I'm trying to praise the Peeps in their thought process.
That's true.
But yeah, Arsenal, I mean, that's literal punching bag at this point. Let's face it. But you know, the Birds and Bees, they had the chance and they converted it. More than anything else, they were able to convert it, place their shots nicely, and that's something that the Peeps haven't really been able to do this series, is actually place the shots and the opportunities that they've been given.
So it could be the final game if Birds and Bees manage to win this one. I'm pretty sure the Peeps still have a word or two to say to that matter.
Now, for those in the
Hoxer gets the flip reset, runs out of boost, but sets it up perfectly for Roldiz, and that is the lead for Birds and Bees.
Yeah, Mist found himself in the net, so he had to back out. Roldiz just trying to read the play, and the slow play comes through. It doesn't confuse Arsenal, but it didn't leave Arsenal with a lot of options. He tried to move it towards the corner, which is what you would want to do in that situation. But he just gets completely shut down. And for those in the chat, guys, what do you think? Gentleman's sweep incoming, or nah, Ninja, you're crazy?
Well, again, I wouldn't put it past the Peeps, but at this point, Birds and Bees are seriously making a case for themselves. Arsenal, yet again, getting blown up here, this time by Mist.
Like
I don't think any player from the Peeps has been demolished apart from Arsenal in the past 2 games. And man, has he been taking the brunt of the aggression. Shot on target from Arsenal, finally, to get himself an opportunity, but Hoxer is there for the save. It comes off of the backboard, competently covered by Roldiz. Gets a long clear out of it. Roldiz with a bump onto Arsenal. Mist looking for the angle there, and what an angle that was. Just inches wide of the far post.
Oh, Hoxer's there.
Hoxer wraps around the ball. Roldiz trying to finish that, but Gyro stays in his exact spot and is able to block that shot from going in. They are keeping the deficit at 1 for the time being, but they've got to score it soon. I'm pretty sure Birds and Bees are not done yet as far as scoring goes. The touch from Arsenal, still in the corner, yet again getting bumped by Mist. Hoxer off the sidewall. Arsenal is going to take his time with this one.
I like the idea of taking your time too. They're trying to get a little bit of a change-up play going and sort of trip up Birds and Bees more than anything else. But Birds and Bees are just playing it as they see it more than anything else, positioning themselves well and allowing themselves the best opportunity out of play. But we might have a breakaway here.
Oh, very well played by Hoxer. So they saw exactly where that game was going. Arsenal getting himself some retaliation onto Roldiz. But game is nearing halftime at this point. Missed off of the backboard. Roldiz ready to clear to put it in, but the clear coming out from the Peeps. Very well played, and here comes Reddles, and he puts it past Mist to tie the game up just shy of halftime.
Beautiful clear here. Hoxer couldn't get control of it. Arsenal, realizing that Reddles was right there, probably had a little bit more boost on the play as well, and he just had a straight line there. Mist tried to get in the way, but Reddles on the changeup, it worked out perfectly, and now we have a tie. The gentleman's sweep might be going away from Birds and Bees. We'll see in the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
We certainly will. At this point, nothing has been decided. Set up for Hoxer. He actually does touch after the block, and such a close call it was. He puts it off to the backboard for one of his teammates, but Reddles has got this one covered. Going for the early flick onto Mist. He goes up into the air, gets a touch on it, allowing him to play it onto Roldiz. Cross to the other side of the field from the Peeps. Arsenal gets it off the ceiling. Roldiz gets the touch. Hoxer, another one. Arsenal still hot on that ball's tail. I can start understanding why they keep blowing him up, because he is a formidable presence right now in the opponent's final third. Oh, that backboard hit was cleared, but no one in position from the Peeps to immediately make use of it, so the touch does go to Birds and Bees, but the Peeps have been all in the offense for the past minute or so, and Birds and Bees have been all on defense. Finally, they get a good clear for themselves. Arsenal on the sidewall can establish control of the ball. Hoxer, Reddles with a save. Cutting the angle short in the final possible moment. Here comes the shot on target from Reddles, though, and that one's going to find the mark. The Peeps are in the lead.
This right here, this is actually a really smart play. Gyro got a great read on this. Moving a little fast, Reddles had to correct for it, but was able to get behind the ball properly and send that one towards the net with a significant amount of speed. A bit of a change up to the fastball there for the Peeps, and it worked out well.
Final minutes on the clock If Birds and Bees want that gentleman's sweep, they need to score. And they need to do it soon. The Peeps have been building up a lot of momentum over these past 2-3 minutes. Rolled this off the backboard. Gyro's got this one covered. Plays it up to the ceiling. Misses the second touch. Mist is on the case. Rolled is not in a good position to follow it up. Hawks are actually winning the contest in the air against Arsenal. Here comes Rolled is. Crossbar hit. Hawks are looking to finish it off. Misses it. Rolled is trying to wrap around the ball. He can't put it on target. Was out of boost. Couldn't wrap around the ball in time. 30 seconds remaining. Birds and Bees sniffing at that equalizing goal, but they cannot put it away. And here comes Gyro looking for the counter. Rolled is bumps him out of the way, but here comes Arsenal. They didn't blow him up this time, and he's going to score. No, he's going to try to score. Roldiz.
Oh, here we go.
Here comes the final push for Birds and the Bees. Arsenal blocks it off of the sidewall. They need to push it forward right now. Roldiz, this one's on target. Gyro with the save. Hawks are in position to keep the play alive. But Arsenal, who else but Arsenal? It had to be him to get the final demo of the game that prevented the ball from being kept up in the air. The sweet, sweet taste of revenge is all I can say to that.
No kidding. Arsenal just literally breaking out the bazooka that time, saying, yeah, no, you're going to blow me up a bunch of times. I'm going to get you when it counts. And when it counts, he did indeed. Birds and Bees just could not mount an offense that time around. It seems like the Peeps have kind of come back into this series a little bit more than they were in the last couple of games. They seem to have found their mojo again. They know that their tournament life is on the line as we move into game 6. The Peeps could force a game 7 here, but I expect the Birds and Bees to change things up again. I don't know if it's going to be passing plays. I don't know. They have a lot of tricks up their sleeve. We'll have to see as the game gets underway.
Game 6 out of a potential 7. We both said the Peeps may well take it to game 7 all the way. Full distance in the second semifinal. Oh, missed with a crucial save. Peeps almost taking the lead early yet again. Last time they did it, it helped them win the game and carry that lead all the way through the full 5 minutes. So Birds and Bees are going to do their best to prevent that from happening again. Gyro pass forward to Arsenal. Doesn't get the touch, but the backboard has not been covered. Reddles yet again off of the backboard. Arsenal trying to put it in, cut the corner, cut the angle close. It comes off the backboard. Reddles yet again. Backboard coverage on Birds and Bees. Not really the best right now. The demo onto Hawkster was a little early, as the rest of Birds and Bees still had plenty of time to re-rotate and put themselves in the net for that save. It was a good idea, though. First minute has passed, and it's been all the Peeps.
Oh!
Good dunk from Gyro, but Mist is there for the save. Follow-up is missed by Reddles, but Arsenal is going to put that one straight onto him. He cannot center it to put it to his third teammate. But still, Birds and Bees have yet to show any kind of offense in this game.
It seems like they're kind of just biding the time. Oh, speaking of offense, Hawkster can't find the angle this time out. Double demo on Birds and Bees. That's going to leave Hawkster alone as Mist and Rolled is barely get going. Oh, man. It's just been relentless from the Peeps, but now the Birds and the Bees are starting to finally come out of the pocket, and that's been the whole issue this whole time. They haven't been able to get a decent clear out. They finally do. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Ball's on the sidewall right now. Is going to play it straight onto net from Gyro. Mist is there to cover it, but just like that, Birds and Bees pressure is all gone, and the Peeps are back in the driver's seat right now as we pass the 3-minute mark. Arsenal out for blood right now, his 4th or 5th demo in this game alone. Mist sending it off to the other side of the field. Gyro intercepting that clear. Here comes Hawkster. Roldiz is ready. Pops the ball up into the air for Hawkster to try and follow it up, but he is very low on boost for that one. Mist sneaks it past one, but Arsenal has got the backboard covered, sends it straight back. Gyro getting blown up by Roldiz, but it won't affect play too much as Arsenal is waiting for the ball to come down, gets bumped out of the way, and Hawkster is on the ball right now, gets it off the backboard, straight down the net. Important touch by Reddles to send that ball away. Mist trying to kill it. A little bit of miscommunication. Roldiz wasn't expecting that pass straight back onto him. Still a scoreless game. We've just over 2 minutes left to play, but Birds and Bees have been showing some teeth in the past minute or so.
Yeah, they really have. It's The problem is, though, that once they get kind of stuck on their side, they kind of rely on a mistake from the Peeps or just some, release from pressure to finally get the clear. They're not really forcing a lot of plays. It seems like they want to play at the Peeps' discretion instead of starting to control the games. Arsenal might have a shot here.
Ooh, good save from Roldes. Mist would have been inside the net to cover that as well. Gets blown up by Arsenal. But again, not too effective. The current play situation. He manages to fake out Mist, but ultimately Hoxer will take the ball off of him, get a long clear. Roldes trying to follow it up, but Arsenal playing it smart, just keeping the ball away from him, going the long, scenic route. And actually manages to carry that ball all the way back to the blue half. Hoxer doing a good clearing job. It runs out of boost mid-clear. Gyro keeping his flip for just that opportunity. Gyro getting blown up here. This might be the opportunity for Arsenal. He puts it away, upper 90. And the Peeps take the lead just a minute from the end of the game.
All right, so Reddles actually bumped out Hoxer. I mean, sent him straight to space, basically. But that put Reddles back into the third-man position, and he found an opportunity there. Gyro was out of the play completely, and a decent pass towards the middle. Well done through traffic as well. It was a little risky, but they had to take the risk as the minute timer goes off. It was time to try something a little different. And they did, as Gyro will put this one away on the demolition. Good Lord.
Yup, the Peeps discovering the wonders of physical play, it seems. As bumps and demos galore are opening up the net for them. And Birds and Bees. Yeah, Birds and Bees are going to kick themselves for introducing the Peeps to that kind of play, because it's just working out wonderfully right now. 2-goal lead, 40 seconds left on the clock. All signs are pointing to a Game 7 at this point. Demolition onto Roldes yet again, and they're going to try to make use of it yet again as well. Oh, Mist getting blown up now as well, as bodies are flying left and right on the pitch right now. 30 seconds remaining. Will Birds and Bees be able to close up this 2-goal deficit? It certainly does not look like it right now. They're just not getting the offensive time. They only have a single shot to the entire team's name across the full 5 minutes of this game, as Mist yet again getting blown up. Demolitions galore from the Peeps.
And let's face it, I mean, the Peeps have the number this time out. It just seems like they have laser beams on this ball, GPS tracking, it's all there. They've been very accurate in their passes and their defense. They're playing super confidently, and Birds and the Bees just not able to answer this time out, at least this particular game. But the Peeps
one shot
have now forced a Game 7.
They certainly have, and I cannot overstate how the Peeps were able to completely shut down Birds and Bees. We've seen them previously as a team that had double digits on the shots, but this time around, one is all they got.
Yeah, the Peeps, like I said, the Peeps playing super confidently. They're not allowing that ball anywhere near their net at all. Someone's up on the backboard. We're seeing this is RLCS level of play for sure. At least that game, that little snippet in time was just so quick, so fast. The Peeps had it in control. The question is, can they transfer that into a Game 7? Birds and Bees now have their back up against the wall.
Well, I mean, you mentioned the RLCS, and I mean, it has to be said that both of these teams are heavy favorites to be seen in the first division of Rocket League. And look at this beautiful little flick from Arsenal and set up for Reddles. 7 seconds in, and the Peeps are already on the board.
Gyro got a fantastic play through there. There was a demo there as well. Arsenal just setting it up for Reddles. Reddles is already there. It's just the Peeps seem to have the Birds and the Bees number at this particular point. The thing is, though, Birds and Bees can suddenly out of nowhere just pick it up and get going. They're going to have to quickly, though.
Another setup for Arsenal is out of boost, so that's really all he could get out of that play. Gets the bump onto Mist, and a good block from Reddles in the midfield. Roldes getting the touch on the ball. Back pass onto Mist. Gyro with the block of the midfield. Hoxer going to look to add some distance to that one. Mist throwing himself into the fray. Roldes looking to center it. Yet again low on boost. Going to try to set something up here. Comes off of the backboard where Arsenal has saved it, and Reddles plays it off into the corner. Roldes in a good position for that one, and he is able to tunnel under the last defender and tie the game up.
Yeah, Hawks are just letting this one play out, realizing that Roldes was going to be there. Absolute trust. And with Reddles and Arsenal trying to play an aggressive defense, it turns out a nice, easy shot was the one to find its way through. Still got plenty of time, though. Gyro up off of the kickoff, gets the flip reset, trying something fancy. It's not going to work.
Yeah, I was a little too slow on that play. The idea was good, the mechanics were even better. But he didn't have enough speed on the ball, but Arsenal certainly had enough speed on the ball. What a setup from Reynolds, and Arsenal makes it perfect.
Oh my God, the reckless tag is perfect for this as Arsenal just coming in hot. Reynolds just sending it towards the net, and Arsenal on the layover. One of my favorite shots because it adds so much speed to that ball. Less than a minute, already 3 goals. Demos galore. Can you ask for anything else on a Monday evening?
Nope, absolutely not. This game just delivers on every possible front. Another push forward. Roldes killing the ball in front of the net for Hoxer to put it away. Gyro puts it off of the backboard. A bump from Roldes onto one of the defenders, and he gets the rebound and ties the game up at Deuces Wild.
This is just a straight rebound game right here. Both Arsenal and Reynolds can't get a decent touch. Reynolds just getting punked around in his own crease. And he looked like a defender against 2 offenders in the NHL playoffs. It's just been that kind of physical game this whole series through as Roldes move. This one's on target. Reynolds there, though. And we are Deuces Wild again. Both teams just going ham on each other.
What a fitting Game 7 this is. What a fitting closure to an already high-octane semi-final series. Good touch. No follow-up, though. Missed. Lifts it above one of the defenders. Can't get the last touch that he would have needed to put that one on target. Hoxter keeps it on orange, though. Roldes with a rebound off the corner. Gyro with a miss, but no one coming in from the other side. That would have been a clear-cut goal opportunity. Missed yet again with the infield pass. Hoxter looking for the double tap here. Kills the ball on the backboard for Roldes to come in and try to contest that, but leaves it to Arsenal to come out with the clear. And Gyro actually managing to pull through it. Bounces off of the ceiling. The save from Hoxter, and Roldes makes it perfect. They do clear the ball away.
Oh my God.
Unexpected situation, but Birds and Bees handle it perfectly. Now they're going to have to watch out for Gyro, though. Good touch from Hoxter. Roldes to get distance on the ball. Reynolds plays it off into the corner. Boost has been picked up by Roldes, so he has plenty of it to run. But no one is on the left side of the field where the ball was just cleared into. And Gyro with a long clear comes off the ceiling, follows it up as well, plays it into the blue corner. Hoxter gets it past 1, gets it past 2, with no follow-up from his teammates. So Gyro will have all the time he needs to put that straight back onto blue territory. Backboard rebound not covered. The shot on target is not made. That should have been a goal right there for the Peeps.
That's a rare miss for Reynolds, but Reynolds looking to take advantage of the offensive pressure that they have. Can't quite do it, and this is pretty much what it's been. It's counterattack after counterattack after counterattack all game.
Demo.
That's a big demo.
Good demo indeed. Mist was all ready to set that ball up for whoever was in the midfield. And it was Roldes, and he went up in flames. Good defense from the Peeps. Minute and 33 left on the clock. We're still tied at 2. Any goal could be the winner at this point. Gyro in the midfield. Plays the ball back into the corner. Mist spawning straight on the boost. Mist pushes it forward. Reynolds adds height. Arsenal with the attempted clear. Play slowing down somewhat. Hoxter is ready for the pass for Mist. Plays it into the corner. Reynolds off of the ceiling. Roldes goes for the shot on target. It's saved by Gyro. Missed yet again. Straight on target. Arsenal with the save. Roldes looking to center that one. Missed. Not quite ready for it, though. Final minute is on the board. We might be going into overtime here, but never say never. We've seen more goals scored in the last few minutes of a game than in any other stage, I feel. As another save comes out, 40 seconds on the clock. Gyro gets it off of the backboard. Good clear coming out. Ball gets centered. Roldes has to cover that one. Reynolds looking for the demo onto one, but Roldes just barely managing to dodge it. 30 seconds on the clock. Shot on target from Gyro. No one's there to cover it, and the Peeps take the lead.
Birds and Bees got caught with their hands in the cookie jar as Mist and Roldes double commit on that. Hawks are way out just way out of position completely. Reddles was even there as well, but Gyro on a perfect challenge gets exactly what he's looking for, and the Peeps take the lead with less than 30 left.
And they carried it all the way through. Roldis goes up in flames. They're not allowing for the clear to come out as time is relentlessly ticking down for Birds and Bees. The ball is in their half right now. They're going to need a long clear, and they need to follow it up perfectly as well. Final 10 seconds are ticking down. The ball is in the blue corner right now, and Birds and Bees are struggling to get it out. The Peeps are looking to take control of the game in the final few seconds as it rolls down the ramp and touches the ground. The Peeps take the series in 7 games, 4-3. What on performance from both the teams, but in the end, the Peeps are the one who win out.
Really just shows you the parity in RLRS at the top end. These are the top 2 teams, Birds and Bees, right now in league play on top, and the Peeps are sitting in 2nd place. And if these guys meet in another tournament, nobody will be able to predict what will happen unless it goes long, because it seems like the Peeps have the legs to make it to the end, whereas the Birds and Bees kind of fell down on their face a little bit. It was a little flat there towards the end. A couple of mistakes here and there, just grouping up too much and not allowing for those weird things that the Peeps can pull off. The Birds and Bees go down. They will not be able to test themselves against former RLCS pros, and they will not have a chance at the prize pool this time around.
And it goes to show the difference that a best of 7 makes. If this had been a best of 5, Birds and Bees would already have been through. They would have won the series 3-1, but no.
That's true.
The Peeps, they do come back. They win 3 in a row. They make it to the final, where they will be facing off against LOL. And what a final that is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, $1,500 for first place, $500 for second. It's a $2,000 prize pool, and it's going to be contested between LOL and the Peeps. Dapper, Seabass, Miho versus Arsenal, Gyro, Reddles. That is our grand final of the night. One last best of 7 to decide it all. Who will walk off the pitch the champion? We'll find out after the break. Do not go anywhere.
We're cranking up the temperature. Brace yourselves. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
end of the line. Astronauts Rocket League 3v3 tournament powered by Team Beyond and ASTRO Gaming. My name's The Pash. Joining me is Ninja Rider. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your arms and hands inside the vehicle at all times, because we are off to an amazing, a crazy, an high-octane grand final between LOL and the Peeps. What do you think, Ninja?
I'm actually wondering what's going through Miho and Dapper's head right now. They named their team some slightly memey team name and then find themselves in the grand finals against some fairly serious opposition. You look at their bracket and it wasn't exactly easy. You know,
Oh,
they
no.
they had to go through Rogue and they beat them. I think that's saying something.
We've had different teams, different players. We get a wide variety of Rocket League professionals and semi-professionals in these Astronauts Rocket League tournaments, but one thing is clear, it is never easy. It is never easy to get into the grand final. And I'm pretty sure that LOL have realized that in their path tonight as well, but so have the Peeps. They just had to claw their way back from the 3-game deficit. And they did it.
The better
So
question
both
is,
of these teams,
I'm sorry.
well deserving to be here.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm kind of wondering if the Peeps have the gumption to get through this LOL squad. I mean, LOL have had a chance to kind of relax a little bit. They made their series fairly short, but I don't know. That's the problem with this little job of ours, is we have to try to make predictions. And
Well, Ninja, I'm holding a gun to your head. Who's winning it and how high?
which gun?
Just pick the deadliest one. The BFG 9000 from Doom.
The BFG 9000. Oh God. I'm gonna go. I gotta go with LOL. Just the way their performance, in their semis was absolutely dominating, and I think would bode well against the offense that the Peeps can put up. And if the Peeps start to panic a little bit, like we've seen them do in the past, LOL's just going to take it. That said, I mean, the Peeps just need to keep it organized and keep their heads about them, and they'll have a really good chance. And I think that's what would even the odds more than anything else. I think LOL, just with the experience on their side, might be able to take this one and take the $1,500 prize tag. But the Peeps do have a chance in this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm expecting at least 5 games.
Oh, yeah. I absolutely agree with you, and it would not surprise me if this went all the way to 7. So the only thing that is left for us to do is hop on the pitch. First game on DFH Stadium, first game of the grand final, first game out of a potential 7. First game on the path to victory. Here we go. LOL on blue, the Peeps on orange. It is the grand final of the Astronauts Rocket League 3v3 tournament for April 2019. $1,500 up for grabs for the winning team. This is where it all ends, and just like that, Dapper almost putting one away. Miho is the one who comes in. Third try, first goal.
And it all fell apart for the Peeps right there on their first play. They double committed like crazy, and Miho right here just moving it towards the net more than anything else. And with Arsenal and Gyro coming at each other, they're dodging each other. They're trying to get to the ball quickly. It could have gone either way, but LOL coming in hot and laughing all the way.
Indeed. First goal already on the board after not even 30 seconds of play time. Second one, they'll be looking for that one soon. Reddles waiting for the flick until the very last moment, taking a little bit too long. Dapper comes up to the side, takes the ball off of him. Angled attempt from Arsenal. Miho kills the ball in front of the net. You're going to have to watch out for Gyro, who is very eager to hop into that play. Demolition onto Miho, balls on target. Arsenal coming in from the side and saving it just in the nick of time as Gyro goes up in flames as well. We are already starting to see the demos come out, and it's just the first minute of the first game.
Axles and fenders everywhere. That's how I like my Rocket League. A pass play coming through, but Miho to block out.
Seabass in the corner misflips on that one. Gyro on the prowl, but won't get a ball in front of his face. Ball comes off of the side wall. Dapper wrapping around. Yet another touch on the backboard, rolling up the ramp, but Reynolds will clear it. Long pick out Miho mid-air, and the ball is going to bounce across the line. A ground-to-air missile, or excuse me, a wall-to-air missile from Reynolds.
Oh, Miho wasn't expecting that at all. Miho usually is a pretty straightforward player, but Reynolds on... Oh, God, it's so crazy when he does that. It's so tough to do to actually go around the ball. You have to go against your instincts to make that play happen, and he does it so well. It came in handy there.
So we're tied at 1. How long is the scoreline going to stay that way? I don't think for too long. Dapper is ready. Waits a little too long for that bounce. Reynolds with a long clear, rebound off of the corner, straight in front of the net. The backboard bounce is going to get caught by Dapper as he gets himself a good save, and Seabass is going to put extra distance on the ball to get into the corner. Double commit on the side of LOL as Miho actually bumps his teammate out of the way, and that means they're spread too thin on defense, and the Peeps will have an open net.
You mentioned the double commit. Arsenal wrapping himself around the play and just bumps the heck out of Miho. Seabass could not recover in time. I don't think he realized he was out of boost. Tried to flip his way into the play, but it just wasn't enough. As we approach halftime in game number 1, the Peeps have the lead.
They do indeed. Now we're looking to hold on to that. Good save from Miho. Follow-up is prevented by Seabass, but the third man in form of Reynolds puts it off of the backboard. Dapper completely empty on boost right now. Still trying his best to carry this ball out. Not going for the long clear as we have known LOL to play it. And they did that so well in their series against RBG. But the Peeps preventing those long clears from coming out. He surely have taken notes, realize that if you do let them come out, it's going to get very dangerous. Arsenal off of the backboard, gets it on his way down, and nobody from LOL able to save that shot.
So Seabass got bumped out by Arsenal just a little bit. That put him into an awkward position, and Miho as well trying to play that one out. He just couldn't quite get the timing down as the Peeps are changing up the way that they touch the ball. They're going a little bit faster, but they have been very, very accurate. It's almost like they used the last series as a warm-up and then just never ever slowed down. Arsenal up for another shot.
Miho on the goal line with a save. Well played indeed, but that should have been saved and or cleared way earlier than it did. Ooh, goalpost hit. Miho gets the second touch. Arsenal with the save, puts it off of the backboard, and Riddles trying to get that off into the corner. The Peeps are defending relentlessly against a heavy offense from LOL, but they do manage to clear the ball away from their own half. Infield pass, Miho bumps one of the defenders out of the way, but Gyro has the ball fall onto his face. Seabass trying to outplay Arsenal, but Arsenal with a perfectly timed jump, able to save that one as well, and Gyro won't have too much trouble saving this one off of the goal line too. Pass on to one of the players of LOL, but Gyro yet again with impeccable defense on the goal line. I think that was like 3 shots saved by him. Miho looking for the angle. Gyro still on the goal line. Won't let Dapper take the ball away from him. And now Reynolds up in the air. Ball's on target. No one's home. 4-1 for the Peeps.
Just seems like the Peeps are playing so much faster than they were before. Now that may be because LOL playing just a touch slower, but the rotation not very tight there. Miho wasn't quite sure if there was boost that was going to spawn in the corner, but he went for it anyways instead of collecting pads, and I think that's what bit them this time around. That said, I mean, a 4-1 scoreline, let's face it, the Peeps are dominating here in Game 1.
Oh yeah, they absolutely are. Here comes Miho. Another great save right there from Arsenal. Ball played off of the sidewall. Demolition onto Arsenal from Miho. And Dapper looking to pass it over to Seabass. Pass is slightly undershot, and the interception comes in from the Peeps. Sent over to the blue side now. Gyro looking to convert that one. Seabass clears it off of the backboard. Reynolds yet again looking for the angle. Comes off the post. Long range clear from LOL, but not followed up. As Arsenal has all the time in the world to drive that up the backboard and onto the ceiling. Gets his flip reset as well, but can't really do much with it. Looking for the scoop to add the extra distance on the ball, but at this time, it's just really burning down seconds from the clock, and it's not like they need to do that as they are already up by 3. Reynolds with another goal line
Oh,
save. They
wow.
will not let this buzzer beater cross the line, and the Peeps win game number 1. A comfortable 3-goal lead.
All right, the Peeps are here to play, and I think LOL are sitting in their chairs. They sit back and they go, all right, let's play. Let's have some fun with this. And Miho and Dapper and Seabass are definitely up for this challenge. The Peeps putting it up, though. That 3-goal lead, you think, would be enough to kind of solidify their presence in this grand final. But I tell you what, LOL are about to change things up, and they're going to make it interesting here as we move into game 2. I'm expecting LOL to tighten up their rotation, make sure they don't get demoed, and keep moving more than anything else. The long clears are probably going to go away. We're going to start seeing some pass clears and some very fast plays coming from LOL.
Well, LOL certainly do need to switch up their game plan. That much is for certain. What worked against RPG is absolutely not working against the Peeps right now, because they are way too early on the contest. Won't allow for the long clears to come out in the first place, and those demos have been on point for the Peeps as well. And that's going to be an early goal from Reynolds. 13 seconds in, and the Peeps are already on the board.
All right, so this is kind of a weird play in and of itself because Arsenal was on the backboard, so Dapper wasn't quite sure if Reynolds was going for Arsenal or not. Arsenal goes for it as more or less a fake. That was definitely on target, so Dapper looked like he wasn't quite sure which one to go for, so he just didn't attack. It sort of froze him up a bit, and just left the door open for the Peeps to get that early score in.
What a play from Miho! Juggles the ball, blows up Reynolds in the process, but Gyro was on the goal line yet again, and man, Gyro's defense tonight, he's a tough nut to crack, that much is for certain. Dapper in the midfield takes the ball off Arsenal. Another little bit of distance gained from the Peeps, but LOL gained that distance right back. Miho blown up yet again, and he was the one who would have gone for that ball. Dapper forced to go up and allowing Gyro to clear it long. Miho on the backboard, angled shot, hits the crossbar. Such a close call for the Peeps, but they're not done yet. Gyro wins control of the ball in the corner, puts it in the net for himself, just gives it a lovely little tap to put it away for 2.
Seabass right here just couldn't quite finish out the play. Dapper wanted to follow him around to maybe support him or put together a quick play. Miho wasn't quite in position on that, so I think Dapper might have got just a little bit too antsy on the play, just a smidge. And the Peeps are there to take advantage of it again as Dapper takes a shot on the open net, finds the corner, beautifully done. Dapper coming back into his own.
Yep, catching the Peeps with their pants down. We're spread a little too far on the field. One in the corner, one on the side wall, and one in midfield meant no one was in that final third to defend the net. Dapper sneaking one pass to get LOL on the board, but it was long overdue. It's a little worrying that they had to wait for the Peeps to make a mistake because the Peeps certainly haven't been exploiting mistakes from LOL. They've been playing their goals out fair and square and just completely outplaying any kind of defense that LOL has put on the field for the time being. But as it stands, it's just a 1-goal lead for now.
We have to credit Miho on that last goal as well. He got a decent bump on the defender or the next person to challenge that ball as Seabass goes up for a shot. So well done to Miho to make that play happen. But like you said, they're finally on the board. They're going to have to take more control of this ball. We're not really seeing too much of a control play, although that demo should help out a little bit.
Well, if they can convert this one quickly, but doesn't look like it. Very well played on the backboard, but I think it was Riddles. And Arsenal is going to push this one all the way forward. Steals the boost away from Dapper as well, who sorely needs it at this point. He is in the net, comes off of the wall. Gyro with another touch. Dapper waiting on the goal line to save that one. Arsenal going to look for try number 4, but he won't get it as the backboard is covered by Dapper, was picked up on boost. Dapper now blown up. It's a 2v3 situation. Can they put the ball on target? No. Riddles a little too late, coming off the side wall. We are going to enter halftime with a 1-goal lead from the Peeps, but LOL have slowly been ramping up. Dapper looking for the dribble play, gets it past Reynolds. Gyro on the goal line, stays there steadfast and prevents the play from coming out. Good bump onto Reynolds, who was trying to get that past the midfield line, off of the ceiling, comes off the backboard now, rebounds off the ram, and comes down straight in front of the blue net. No one in position to actually make use of that ball's position.
It seems like all the players are tense, and if you're not tense in the chat, I don't know what's wrong with you. But I have a shot here. Oh, Miho, what a fantastic clear. But yeah, both teams just trying to secure a little bit of control on this, but the ball popping up a little bit too much. Not seeing much in the way of pass plays or really much setup plays. It seems like everybody's just a little bit too far forward on the play as Reynolds tries to pass on to Arsenal. That would have been amazing.
Certainly would. Gyro was there as his third man as well. Could have followed up, but Arsenal had his shot blocked, but unfortunately for the Peeps, pass was shot a little long. As it stands, though, they still have a minute and 30 seconds, and they are in the lead by a goal. If they can carry this through time, and they will have their second win in the series already against a team that pretty much was the favorite coming into this. As I've previously stated, the Peeps are one of the favorites to make it to the first division of Rocket League to play in the RLCS in Season 8. Depending on their results in the rival series, it might very well be the case, and how they've been playing tonight, it would be a well-deserved spot indeed. 1 minute remaining. Dribble play was stopped by LOL. Gyro to try it off of the ceiling. Peeps are not really getting anything on goal right now, but the most important thing is they are in ball control, and they're continuing to put those shots off of the backboard. They just need to watch out to not overcommit, not be caught with their hands in the cookie jar, as he so wonderfully put it earlier. 30 seconds now. Ball's in the blue half.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, Reynolds! Yes, Reynolds!
This block here by Gyro, so important on that play. Got a beautiful line on the ball, and he didn't really need to put too much on it. Just move it towards the net more than anything else. Reynolds found himself in a fantastic spot as well to just score. Trying to make it a little harder there for LOL to come back into the game. And with such little time left, they're going to have to score 2 now. And I think, just keeping the pressure alive and taking the shot when you see him was a smart move by the Peeps. They weren't necessarily trying to pressure the net, just keep the ball on the offensive end, and it worked out for him as Miho can't take a shot here. And in the last few seconds or so, it's looking like the Peeps, in fact, they will actually be able to block that shot out and
Gyro wants another one.
Lead.
Nope. Not going to happen. Oh, Miho's so close on the buzzer beater, but it would not have changed a thing. But yes, I absolutely have to agree. It just goes to show how much presence, mere presence, in your opponent's half can do for you. We were mentioning the Peeps didn't get a shot off on goal for quite a while, but it did not matter because the pressure was never really gone. And the moment they did find a shot, they immediately made use of it as well.
Immediately they did. And for the Peeps, even if it was off target, they would still just go for it. And keeping the ball on the offensive end for them was absolutely paramount. If a shot came out, they went for it. If it didn't, they just kept it in a corner or kept it away generally from LOL, and LOL not able to get any sort of clear out. I mentioned the team clears and things like that. And at the time that Miho and Dapper were quote unquote at their prime, that wasn't really too much of a thing. Now it is. And the Peeps have yet to really use that much, but the team plays from the Peeps have been absolutely phenomenal as Arsenal goes for a shot.
Goes pretty wide. Miho with a cross-map dribble, and look at Seabass. Absolute savagery.
Oh, how about a dose of your own medicine there, Sonny? As Seabass goes directly for Reynolds. Miho just carries the ball in. Beautifully done. Oh, I want to see Get Off My Lawn meme so bad.
I love that one. Seabass just completely no chill whatsoever. Gets his flip reset, loses control of the ball though.
Clobbered him. It was so good.
Rebound off the ceiling. This time an early goal for LOL. Looking for their second. Gyro has the goalpost covered for the time being. Dapper with another long clear. Seabass off of the backboard. Has plenty of space to play with there. Reynolds blocks this attempt, but we were just talking about presence, and LOL certainly has a lot of it right now. Shot goes wide, but here comes the second attempt from Dapper, straight onto Seabass, and that's number 2 on the board in not even a minute.
So Arsenal got bumped out by Miho. Gyro went for that clearance, so that left Reynolds to to defend all by himself. Almost said just in the net, and he missed on that pass over. I think he was expecting the shot. So decent pass play right there for LOL. That should open things up, give him a little bit more confidence to try to secure a win here against the Peeps. And it seems like their defense is starting to light up a little bit. Never mind, I take that back. It's just enough.
Reddle slightly misjudging that jump there. He could have put that away. But ultimately, it came off of the crossbar. Can they establish a siege here? Reddle's forced to push that back as LOL are firing on all cylinders right now. Pop up into the air, missed backboard clear from Arsenal. Gyro misses the touch as well. Reddle's recovering and going for the touch, carrying it into the corner. Arsenal is ready for it. Peep, Gyro puts it off of the crossbar again. No follow-ups as the ball came out a little too far. Important touch from Reddles to keep Dapper away from that one. Pass on to Gyro.
Oh my God.
My goodness, what a save from Dapper.
Dapper just laser beaming that ball, using the post. Thought he might have a chance there. He's just out of boost.
Seabass can't get it past Arsenal. Gyro coming in with the block. There's Miho, gets it off the ceiling corner, and the save coming out from Reddles. Picks up the midfield boost, launches into an aerial from the side wall. Seabass early on that contest, off of the backboard. Very well played from him, not leaving him any space to make his play happen. Shot goes high. Miho trying to block that ball's angle, put it back onto net. Blows up Arsenal on the sidelines.
Oh,
Another
double
demolition onto Gyro. That means clean path for Dapper.
Oh,
but
and he
no,
missed!
He can't put it on target. The follow-up from Seabass also coming off the post. And another demolition. This time, retaliation as Miho goes up in flames. But still, we're past halftime. 2 goals still to catch up to for the Peeps.
And Reddles was actually chasing all over the place as he gets demoed for his transgressions against LOL. 2 minutes left, though, and the Peeps have not really been able to mount much of an offense. They've had a couple of chances here and there, but overall, it's just been a demo fest.
It's a war zone right now. It is a war zone on Urban Central. And Miho, he's going to score.
Miho's just like, you know what, enough of that, my dudes. Let's score.
What a
Score he
beautiful
does.
setup. Looks so smooth.
And Dap not even phased by anything going around him. Just says, hey, you're right there. Take this.
Yep, just a cheeky little pop. Nothing too fancy, just whoop and in.
They always say that the most simplest solution is the most elegant.
And it certainly was in that case. Good save from Gyro.
That was pretty elegant.
Still 1:30 and the Peeps have yet to get on the board. Seen 11 shots to 4. Double tap. Gyro has to help it out a little bit, but ultimately they do find the board.
Now, Miho right here just got a little stopped up in the net. Hard to read what Arsenal was going to do at that point. He did get started, but he wasn't close enough. Gyro was there for the insurance, and I think it was a good idea for Gyro to be there just in case. Both Miho and Dapper were lurking, so you might as well make sure you get on the board. And now maybe the comeback trail here for the Peeps, trying to close out LOL. That would be a story for the ages.
Well, they have a stiff timetable to do it, but they hit the goalpost on their second try right there. Gyro can't get the ball in time. He's out of boost right now, picks up the corner boost as Miho breaks through, and he may be able to put a shot on target here. Reddles with enough boost and enough speed to clear that off to the side. 1 minute remaining. Arsenal is in a spot that he could use to convert here. Opts to play it onto Reddles. Gyro puts it forward
on the
off
defense.
of the backboard. Arsenal trying to go for the angle there, but it was just too tight. No way to score it from there. Reddles pushing it forward yet again. As Seabass goes for the clear. Again, seconds off the clock, and Dapper catches the ball. Can't quite put it on target, though. Another demo as Dapper is sent to the Angels. 30 seconds remaining. Arsenal plays out 1. Can't get past Dapper. 20 seconds now. The Peeps need to score it soon. They still have 2 goals to catch up. Pass on to Arsenal is good. Goal is even better. 14 seconds left to tie it up. What a play.
Get your game ready because Gyro just slams that one forward and Arsenal in the perfect position. Dapper had no idea that was going to happen. Seabass barely able to react and a ton of speed on it. They have a chance. 14 seconds left.
They certainly do. The demolition onto Seabass opens up a little bit of space. Dapper blocks it, sends it back to the orange half of the field. They need to push it forward, and they need to do it now. We see Arsenal come off of the wall. Ball is high up in the air. Reynolds has plenty of boost. He puts it on target, but Dapper with the save, and what an important one that was. LOL win their first game in the series.
Massively important. That solidified that LOL are back. It took them 2 games to kind of get warmed up after the rest, but that right there was insane. Can we talk about the 4 saves that Reynolds made as well? Shots galore from LOL. I mean, there was definitely a lot of shots from the peeps, but man, the on target rate there for LOL was astronomical compared to the first 2 games in this series.
Yeah, they found their way into the series, and now is where this grand final gets spicy. We still have a safety net below both teams. It is game number 4 with no team on match point, but that might just change if the peeps win this one. Will they be able to? That's the question, or will we see a tied up series? The peeps are pushing hard for this first goal, but can't find the angle that they need to actually make the ball cross the line. Here comes Reynolds, long post, comes off the post. Follow up from Arsenal, dead center of the net. First goal on the board for the peeps.
Right here, Reynolds, that's a good shot to go ahead and go for it. That draws Miho out, and the Dapper facing the wrong way. Arsenal on the follow-up. It was a good idea to shoot it behind Dapper. It sounds so simple, but a lot of people kind of forget that. You know, you want to shoot away from the defender and preferably behind. Like, it sounds so simple when you say it, but Arsenal says, "Shut up, Ninja! I'm trying to shoot here." Jeez,
and shoot he does. Great setup from Gyro, and even better from Reynolds to realize that, okay, well, he could have had a number on that ball, but Arsenal has a way better shot than I do. So he breaks off the aerial in the last possible moment, lets the ball come through, and in the end, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. So 2-goal lead now, and we've seen this before. This is very familiar. This is exactly what LOL did in the last game. And they ended up winning it.
Oh, what a pick.
Close call, but off the post in the end. First minute has passed now. And the peeps already 5 shots on target. LOL still looking for their first. The ball is pushed into the blue half yet again. Rebounds off of the backboard. They have to chase it home. Miho fails to get the touch on the way to the orange half. Gyro goes up in flames. Arsenal trying to set something up for Reynolds here. But the interception from LOL prevents that play from going any further. Gyro bumped out of the air. Yet again, Seabass slowing the play down, trying to go for the dribble. Bounces off of the ramp in the corner. Reynolds following it all the way up just underneath the ceiling. Reynolds looking for the angle, comes off the post. Good try. Dapper versus Arsenal. Manages to get it past, but Reynolds is waiting in the midfield line. Arsenal is going to look to kill it for whoever comes third. There's the demo onto Miho, but Dapper has got that ball's number. Blows up Reynolds as retaliation. Seabass with a shot on target. Another demo coming out of this Gyro. Explodes in a ball of fire, but the clear does come out from the peeps. The physical play is crazy. A save coming out from Arsenal. Will there be a follow-up? Miho is on his way out of the orange shaft, so Seabass has to tag in for him, but he's all out of boost. Miho freshens up on boost. Tags right back in for Dapper. Man. Seabass might have an opportunity here. Misses the shot. Miho with a shot on target, deflected by Reynolds. And the peeps are holding on tight with their defense right now, but LOL are really looking to put one away now. But it's gonna be the peeps who get goal number 3 on the board as another ball of flame goes up on the pitch. They blew up Arsenal, but not in time. Excuse me, they blew up Reynolds, but not in time.
Yeah, Reynolds, yeah. And Miho was right there to receive the ball, but Arsenal realizing what was going on, it's Miho must not have heard him at all because there was no reaction. Arsenal just playing super aggressive, was able to secure that goal. We have surpassed halftime. LOL can still get in this. Still plenty of time to score 3 goals, but it's just a matter of actually getting the offense started. We're going to have to start getting creative because the Peeps are just challenging everything. They're not letting them breathe.
Yeah, at times you might think they have a 4th player on the field because how the heck can they be everywhere at once? But that's just how the Peeps work when they really get going. They had a momentary lapse of weakness in Game 3, but now in Game 4, they are right back where they started the series. Absolutely dominant and making LOL,
Here we
the
go.
teammate of former RLCS pros, look like fools. But Miho, he says, this is not over yet. What a banger, what a laser beam, what a rocket.
Dapper, that was a beautiful pass, too. Very technical, and the way that he moved it up and above, it allowed Miho to aerial himself into the perfect spot to laser that thing down. There was no saving it. Miho putting his foot down on these kids.
Pass on to Reddles, cannot quite find the right angle for the shot. Arsenal gets it past one, and there's Gyro with the goalie bump. They get the goal right back.
Explosive Gyro. This is why they call him that, because bam! Miho just getting his... he's just getting knocked around. Oh, man, he's got to be frustrated.
Well, unfortunately, there was no explosion, but we can just imagine that there was, because it makes the play just so much more perfect. As it stands, 3-goal lead. Seabass looking to make it a 2-goal lead, but he can't quite find the angle on that. And now we only have 1 minute and 15 left on the clock, 75 seconds. Will that be enough for LOL to catch up to 3? Last time they lessened the lead.
Hello? Pressure?
Just took it straight back. Reddles waiting for the last possible moment to come off the backboard. He knew he was very low on boost, so he had to make that jump count because there was no room for corrections. But as it stands, it was the right play. Final minute. Peeps are still pushing forward. LOL need to score soon if they want to have a chance at preserving their not in match ball state in the series. But the Peeps are making it so difficult for them with another goal. Bardowski from Arsenal, 5-1 now.
Arsenal just kind of lurking in the backfield here, is just waiting for the prime opportune time to go for it. Seabass realizing that a shot was coming out, tried to cut off the shooting lane, but Dapper and Miho were a little bit out of position. They were not ready for something along those lines. I think Miho was trying to defend the backboard and get boost at the same time. It just seems like LOL are kind of overthinking things. They need to simplify it a little bit.
Oh, Dapper!
Oh, Reddles! I was going to say or do that if the ball went in, but it didn't. Reddles just reading it perfectly.
I was convinced that was going to go in. And what a beautiful play that would have been from Dapper. It was still a beautiful play. It was even more beautiful save from Reddles. 5-1, 15 seconds. No way this is going to happen. No way, Jose. Might see it go to 6. No, LOL able to clear that off the line, but in the end, it does not matter. The Peeps take this series to match point. And LOL are going to need 3 straight wins to take this championship off of the Peeps. It's going to be difficult. It's not impossible. But the Peeps are making a heck of a case for themselves.
And on top of that case, 7 shots from Arsenal. Yeah. Now we know why Arsenal was getting blown up so many times. He is the literal striker. You can't get much more than that. I mean, he had all 5 goals for the Peeps. LOL have not been able to utilize that play. And that kind of... Demoing isn't necessarily their thing. They would much rather put together an awesome play and get it going. But I think it's time to get a lot more physical than they have been. They've had some physicality put on them. It's time to retaliate as long as they're strategic about it.
Strategy and physical play. 2 things that we have seen in excess in tonight's grand final already, and also in both the semifinals. But here's the chance for the Peeps to prevail, to win this in a handy 4-1. A gentleman's sweep. Will they be able to do that? Arsenal gets it past 1. Comes off of the backboard. Riddles keeps the ball in play. Gets the demo onto Miho. Seabass coming out of the net for that one. Miho respawns in the right corner. Able to immediately join the play. Arsenal off the ceiling. Played a bit too far forward. Nobody there to cover his advance. Gyro. Takes a little too long on that play. Seabass comes out, clears it, but Reynolds on the midfield line follows it up competently as well. Dapper on the goal line has it covered for the time being. And Seabass coming in from the corner to stop that shot from Reynolds. Pinch against the side wall. All comes off the backboard. No one there to cover it. Reynolds throwing himself into the fray there. And we might see Arsenal go for an angle here, but Dapper blocks it mid-air. Great prediction on that save.
Now that LOL have essentially... Well, I was going to say nothing to lose, but they have everything to gain at this point. They're just throwing themselves at the ball, trying to make sure it all goes through, but Arsenal gets there just in time. Dapper nearly had a shot. Still alive is this offense from LOL, and the Peeps finally get a clearance.
They do, but it's surfed straight back onto them by LOL. Arsenal finally breaking through, follows it up well as well. The block from Seabass. Will he be able to follow it up? Gets it past Gyro. Dapper is waiting in the wings.
Gyro's
Ultimately, Gyro managing to follow up through. Dapper blows him up in frustration. Doesn't matter. Miho was on the ball regardless. Gyro has the backboard covered. Another high shot, and that one's going to find the net. A lob goal puts LOL on the board.
So that was a pretty good save from Gyro. Arsenal actually whiffed on the boost. Reynolds was trusting that Arsenal would be there, and Arsenal couldn't recover in time. He completely whiffed on the boost. There was no way he was going to be able to get back. He had a little bit of a chance as LOL was just a touch slow on the uptick on that particular shot, but it was still enough to get past him by a long ways. And LOL, I think that is the first time that they have scored first. No,
They
second
scored
time.
first,
The first,
yeah.
Yeah, the first time was when they won their one game that they have won in this particular series. Wow, that was a mouthful of words.
But yes, the trend is certainly favorable for LOL right now. Last time they scored first, they were able to win the game. We're at halftime right now, and the Peeps have
Right back
matched
in.
LOL on shots, but they haven't got a goal in just yet. And Seabass will get himself a crossbar hit into net.
This is beautiful. I mean, each clear is a pass. They had a guy up, kind of lurking in the opposite zone, but not necessarily committed. But the moment that a committance happens or a moment of clearance happens, LOL are able to capitalize. They've done it twice now.
Still plenty of time left for the Peeps to turn this around, but LOL are looking like the stronger team right now. In game number 5, demos continue to come out. Seabass making sure Reynolds won't get that touch. Clear straight back. That's going to be on target, actually. It bounces off of the crossbar. With a little bit of help from Arsenal. Gyro looking for a long clear. Reynolds will follow that one up. Can only put it to the sidelines. Gyro with another rebound. Arsenal opening up here. Gyro looking for the angle. Dapper shuts it close. Gets the save. Seabass with a good follow on the clearance. Not quite enough for Dapper to make that touch. Demolition onto Gyro. That passing station is now gone for Arsenal. Has to go for the net there. Was forced to, really. And all of this is costing the Peeps time right now. And time is something that they do not have for much longer. Reynolds completely out of boost in that play. And Seabass takes control of the ball in the corner. Reynolds has now picked up boost in the opposite sideline. 1 minute left on the clock. Gyro to push it forward. Seabass and Miho both in the corner. Cover this advance. Switch around the sides. Reynolds won't get this opportunity to center the ball. Dapper takes it away from him. LOL focused on defense right now.
Demo.
It's working well for them so far. Miho gets demoed, comes back on the same side where his two teammates were already waiting. And another bump attempt, the goalie bump attempt from the Peeps, but didn't quite find their mark. Seabass able to save that one. Gyro gets blown up by Miho. Here comes Arsenal. Will he be able to pop that one up? Yes, he will. Comes off the backboard. Seabass gets the touch, though. 25 seconds remaining. Gyro with another rebound. Both Seabass and Reynolds missed this opportunity.
Oh,
Reynolds
what?
on his way down, able to put that one in.
What? Reynolds It's a little bump, actually misses the ceiling, realizes the ball's coming
my
right at him, and spikes it down like a savage. Oh my god, we could see a tie. I didn't think it could happen, but we could. There's 17 seconds left. There is a definite possibility here. They're so strong on offense and off of the kickoff.
They've got the ball in a good position right now. Dapper goes up for it, gets an important touch. Gyro with a center ball. Reynolds on target. And there's the save from Dapper, who was waiting on the backboard. The Peeps are still in a good position here. They're going to have to juggle this ball. Popped up in the air by Reynolds, but Seabass going to smash that one on the ground. LOL. Wow. The Peeps were really getting a second win there towards the final few seconds, but LOL, they do get away with it. They were beaten on shots, but not on goals, and that's what counts in Rocket League.
That spike down.
That was crazy. That was just
insane.
another Reynolds moment.
I mean, Reynolds is one of those players who sees the game a little bit differently than everyone else. And a perfect example of that is that whole sequence right there. Reynolds, you would think that most players would be out of the play at that point, but Reynolds constantly thinking, looking for the ball and making sure that he might be able, if he can get a touch on it, he's right there, just in case. And he got it. Absolutely nailed it. Highlight play there for the Peeps. They couldn't quite come out with the win this time, but they got to be going into this Game 6 with a ton of confidence.
They are still on match point, and they're starting this game off strong. Already crossed half the line, but Seabass able to get it off of the goalpost. Arsenal goes up in flames. Gyro on the backboard looking to get that past Dapper. He does get a touch. Arsenal was waiting on the goal line. Seabass pushes it back forward. This first goal is going to be all important. So far, whenever a team was able to score the first goal in the series, they were able to go on and win the game. Good save from Gyro. Dapper puts it back forward. Reynolds on the backboard, can't quite clear the ball away. Dapper pushes it against the goalpost, and Miho has a shot blocked as well. Such a close call right there, but the Peeps with solid defense able to weather the storm for the time being, but there's a lot more storms brewing where that one came from.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, we're less than a minute in. Tons of shots already recorded by LOL. We've got 4 shots for the team, but now it seems like the Peeps are starting to get comfortable on the offensive end. They're challenging everything. A shot comes out from Gyro, and it'll be Seabass with the clearance. But Dapper is now out of position because he went for it as well. Luckily, the ball stayed in the corner, and the Peeps still on it. They don't want to give up this possession at all.
Arsenal forced to back pass the ball. Miho covers the corner. Onto Seabass. Gyro passing it over to Arsenal. Lots of ground game. Gyro is ready for the follow-up, but Dapper read that play like an open book. Blocked the shot before it even had a chance to come out.
Here we go.
Blocking the midfield line. Seabass pushing it forward straight onto Dapper, and he gets that extra little touch. And yet again, LOL are first on the board.
Dapper, an innovator of the layover shot right there, laying it over 180, gets a little flip on it too to make sure Gyro can't get there, and it was just enough to get on the board first. This could be the comeback. They can force a Game 7 if the Peeps can't get it organized again.
Oh, that's a great setup, but the demolition onto Arsenal. So clutch from Dapper.
I think LOL has realized just how important Arsenal is to their offense, but Arsenal getting involved in the demo game as well.
Infield pass, playing a little fast and too high. Reynolds wraps around and gets a second touch. Arsenal tagging in for him. Gets it out of the corner. Dapper already waiting on the backboard. Good ball control from Gyro, but ultimately the block proving a little too strong. Miho has a little extra height on that ball, where a player from the Peeps is all ready to put that one away. They still have the ball in front of the net right now, pretty cramped in that blue final third. Shot on target saved by Seabass. Crossbar hit, another crossbar hit. Arsenal gonna look to finish that one off, and he does. We're tied at 1.
LOL just kind of all over the place. Arsenal bumping Miho out of the play. Dapper tried to go for a save there. Luckily, Seabass was able to shut it down twice, but it was just too much for one man to handle. And the Peeps starting to show a little bit of aggression here. It was a slow goal, but they have to be feeling just a slight bit of confidence here. They might be able to put this away this game, but LOL have something to say about it as Seabass looks for Miho on the pass.
Trying it through the corner, good coverage from the Peeps for the time being, but Dapper will not let this play die that easily. Gets the rebound here as well. Reynolds trying his best to prevent this goal from coming out, but Dapper played it so well, set it up perfectly for Seabass.
Yeah, Dapper didn't really have too much of a shot on this. He was just kind of there hassling more than anything else. And Reynolds out of position. He had to try to make a very complicated touch. And Seabass just lurking there, waiting for the most opportune time. And he snapped at it the moment he was able to.
Just under 2 minutes left. Reynolds trying to put the ball into prime position. But LOL are not going to let that happen that easily. Miho dribbling it, popping it up into the air. A little too far forward. Reynolds sets it up for Arsenal, goes for a straight shot on target. Dapper and Seabass both going for the save. Dapper ends up getting it. Bump attempt onto Seabass, but he didn't get the bump, and that means Seabass can get that save. Pretty sure if Seabass had been bumped out of the way, that would have been a goal right there for the Peeps, but as it stands, 75 seconds, shots on target, Dapper saves it. Off the side wall, Arsenal with another center ball. Gyro to put it forward, comes off the ceiling. Not a good position for the Peeps, though, and Miho is waiting on the midfield line. Dapper has his hands on the ball, gets the rebound, looking to set it up for whoever's in the midfield, but nobody's home. So the Peeps do get another opportunity. Reynolds doesn't get the second touch on the ball, loses control. Clear immediately coming out from LOL.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go indeed, but important touch right there from Gyro. That's enough height so that ball cannot be stuffed just underneath the crossbar. 35 seconds remaining. The Peeps still looking for their equalizer right now. LOL are doing a good job at shutting down their offense. We might just see this one go to Game 7 all the way, full distance, if the Peeps cannot score within the next 20 seconds. There we go. Reynolds playing it slow and a bar down ski to tie the game up with 18 seconds to spare.
Reynolds tapping into all of that one experience, especially here at Astronauts. Dapper, another accomplished ones player, just too quick on the uptake there. Seabass tried to get there as well to try to cut off the shooting lane, but no dice. We are tied up. LOL trying to force the Game 7, and the Peeps trying to take the whole thing. Here we go.
Can they make it happen? They've got 13 seconds left. Gyro puts the ball in a good position.
Miss.
He cannot get the touch on the ball, and now it's the chance for LOL to go for the counter, but the Peeps are still not done yet. 2 seconds remaining. Gyro trying to set something up from the side wall, but nobody's home. They're forced to back pass the ball. It touches the ground. Overtime, 1 goal to win it all for the Peeps. 1 goal to stay in the tournament for LOL. Here comes Gyro, puts it off of the backboard. Miho has got that one covered. Follow-up coming in from Reynolds. Off of the backboard as well. Miss from Dapper. That could be crucial. Seabass blocks the shot. He only has one player to beat here. Puts it off of the backboard. Important touch from Gyro right there, but Reynolds gets the miss. Miho puts it off the backboard yet again. This time Gyro has had time to recover. Gets the clear. Miho with another high and fast ball forward. Reynolds sends it back. Gyro getting it past the midfield player. Player coming out from Miho. Seabass, side wall. Miho is ready for it if it comes down, but it does never come down as the Peeps have got the ball covered. Dapper, this one might be on target. Gyro rotating around, getting the save. Miho still not done. Another backboard hit covered by the Peeps, but they are not able to get the long clear they're looking for right now.
They're also not really attacking the ball that they normally do. The Peeps trying to play this safe, and you can't do that with LOL. A weird shot will come out of nowhere. Of course, the Peeps excellently skilled at weird shots. Finally, a little bit of speed on the ball. This is dangerous.
Just saw a double commit from the Peeps, but nothing that hurt them too much in the long run. Bump.
It's a big one.
From Gyro, and that's going to be it. The bump just threw the defense into disarray, and that means the Peeps take overtime in Game 6, and they take the series 4-2, and they take this month's Astronauts Rocket League 3v3, but most importantly, they take the 1,500 quid.
I think Gyro realized that LOL were double committing on basically every single save, and Gyro just electing to go for the bump after getting the pass off. It was absolutely brilliant. Again, simplicity is absolutely beautiful in these situations. And the fact that he had the wherewithal to realize what was going on and then capitalize it at that specific moment. Sheer brilliance. Einstein would be proud.
Oh yeah. What a game. What a series
what a
from both the
series.
Peeps and LOL. But in the end, the Peeps do stand victorious.
Oh,
And against stiff competition, too. They've taken down the #1 spot in the RLRS. They've got their revenge for their Week 2 loss against Birds and the Bees. And now they took down Dapper and Miho, one of the most played in duos, on top of Seabass, who is such a mechanically and tactically skilled player.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Peeps RLCS Season 8. It's going to happen.
I think it's going to happen too. I mean, if they can put together a tournament like that during a promotion tournament, they can make it fairly. I can't say fairly easily. They're going to have their work cut out for them. There were things to learn in these two series that we saw, and I'm sure other series that they played tonight. So I'm sure a couple things need to be adjusting, but they are starting to get used to changing their dynamic, their team dynamic mid-series, and I think that's something that we haven't really seen too much of, at least here at Beyond and with this particular team. So well done to them, and LOL. I mean, let's face it, they put up quite the fight. Those were very close games, uh, not to be outdone by the Peeps, but we talked about the team chemistry before, and I think the Peeps they've always had that. Ever since that the team was formed, even with different rosters, they always had fantastic team synergy, and we saw that on display here. Great communication, tactical, and generally precise when it comes to what they're trying to do. Under pressure as well. So well done to the Peeps. I think it's very well deserved. LOL, GG's. It was fantastic to see you guys out again.
Yep, absolutely. GG's to all teams involved in tonight's tournament, and that will wrap it up. What a series it was. We've had a hell of a tournament tonight. All series were nail biters. It's the second semifinal, especially sticking out to me. But I think we've had a fantastic conclusion to this. GG's to the Peeps, well deserved. GG's to LOL as well. It was great seeing them play. Always nice to see the old Season 3 duo back in action. Hope to see them again when our next tournaments land in May. Dates will be announced fairly soon, I think. If you want to stay up to date, do follow us on Twitter at TeamBeyondNet, or just click the tournaments button below the stream. You will find all the information on the Rocket League tournaments that Team Beyond runs. We will have more coming in May, so do stay tuned for those and sign up as soon as you can because spots will be sparse. Also, our April giveaway is still running, but not for long because April is almost over. If you want to have a shot at winning an Astro C40 TR controller, an Astro A40 TR X Edition headset, Logitech G703 Lightspeed wireless gaming mouse and the PowerPlay wireless charging system to boot, and a Logitech Pro mechanical gaming keyboard. All of that goes to one lucky person. We won't spread these prizes around. No. If you win the giveaway, you get all of it. All of it, everything that I've just listed. Do head on over to our Twitter, check the pinned tweet. Our April giveaway is running. So with a little bit of luck, you can find yourself in possession of some amazing gaming gear. And apart from that, thank you so much for watching. I'm the Pash. You can find me on Twitter at It's the Pash. Casting alongside me, always a pleasure, has been Ninja Rider, and his Twitter handle is at Ninja Rider RL. So, to summarize, more events coming in May. Stay tuned. Check that Twitter. April giveaway. You don't have to stay tuned. It's going on right now. Go on, sign up. With a little bit of luck, you'll have a lot of gear to use and or give away. And we hope to see you again when the Astronauts Rocket League circuit kicks back into action later in May. Thank you so much for watching. Grind on those rocket passes. And I suppose we will see each other on the pitch or at the very latest during the next tournament. Have a good night.